What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode. I'm going to make this one quick because I have to go to a open mic at the Improv. I performed this past week at the Obie House in the West End. It was a comedy showcase done by Loose Cannon Comedy, and it was a couple guys that I was in the improv competition with 2 months ago, and we had a show on Saturday. All right, it was at this little ass dive bar, and I mean, like, whatever, it was cool. I've been there a few times now. It's usually where I go and watch the Penguin games, but I went there and I did. I had shit written down. Like I had stuff prepared. I went there and found out I was going on first, so that kind of threw a wrench in my system, and I don't know, I fucking bombed. Yeah, I just straight up bombed. I forgot some shit. I immediately got nervous, and it was my first time fucking up, and I'm sure that there will be many, many more. I'm about to go to an improv set right now. I'll probably fuck that one up too. But I messed up. It was still all right. Like, I'm not a big deal. Doesn't fucking get in my head, really. But it was definitely an interesting experience being up there and having people just stare at you while you try to tell them jokes. But anyway, another thing I wanted to tell you guys, there is a show on Netflix that I'm sure you've probably heard about now called Evil Genius, and it is about the 2003 pizza bombing that happened in Erie, Pennsylvania, up on Peach Street, the main road up there. And the documentary is fucking crazy. There is just so much wild shit that is on Netflix, and they are killing the game. I don't know, I usually like to watch documentaries. I watch the same shit over and over, so like whenever it's a documentary, I feel like that it's like me eating a salad once or 2 weeks. So you feel that little bit of health kick in, and I feel like documentaries give you that little bit of like knowledge or whatever. It's just not complete trash or The Office over and over and over again. But that was definitely a dope series. Me and Antoinette just got done with it, so definitely check that out if you guys are into some weird, creepy, making the murderer type shit. But which brings me to my next point. I don't know how making the murderer transitions into the guest of the week, but yeah, the guest of the week, episode 19 of I'll Call You Right Back podcast, is a dude by the name of Flack412. Okay, you'll hear in the interview, I ask him his real name. He wants to go by Flack. So that's how I met him, Flack, and he's just a dude that I met through threads and, you know, through passing. He was involved with a lot of people. A lot of people know who he is. He has a lot of connections and networking, but me and him linked up a while back, probably a year and a half, 2 years ago, him coming through the store, and he was always a super cool dude. Very interesting. I found out that he was in the military, and I found that out a little bit after I met him, so I thought it was like real crazy because like I would have never guessed that he was in there. But this podcast ended up being like, honestly, probably my favorite one I've ever done. We had a really great talk about how he got involved with the military at such a young age, how he got through the military, how some other wild shit happened in his life, and he just got a lot of good stories, and I thought he was super interesting. It was a nice long interview, and it went pretty well, so anytime he wants to come back on, I absolutely give him an open invite because I loved having him here. But without further ado, episode 19 of I'll Call You Right Back podcast with Flack412.
I gotta use the telephone.
Hello?
Telephone.
I'll call you right back. Call you right back.
Telephone.
I'll Call You Right Back podcast.
From Threads,
Yeah.
definitely from linking up at
That's the
Threads.
first place that I met you?
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Yeah, before I even worked there, I came down to an event.
I think that was it because I don't remember. I was trying to think about it today. I don't remember how I met you first, but I know you did work at Threads. But introduce yourself.
Shit, do I gotta say my real name? Like, I'm more of like
you can say whatever you want.
I'm just all right. Well, I'm Flack412, and that's what like everybody knows me as Flack. I edit the 412 into it because it's like the world is big, so I want to still like
put
let
your
them
marker
know,
where you're from.
Yeah, like I'm the Pittsburgh Flack, just in case there's like
another Flack.
Yeah, like a Florida Flack. I've asked if there's a Florida Flack to put that area code in it, type shit. But
that's understandable.
Yeah.
Can I ask your real name? You don't want to tell it at all? I don't know it.
I'm actually trying to just be Flack412. Like, I always told myself, if I ever get enough money, that's what I want to be.
That's
like
fine.
First name Flack, last name 412. So
that's
nobody knows my real name.
Okay, we'll leave it at that then.
Yeah, like, and that's a part of my little mystery and shit. That's hard.
Somebody
could pay me to do a real name reveal. Like, I'm open for that. Like, a couple stacks to get the real name out there.
Couple stacks to get a real name.
Yeah, people.
I like that though. I like that. That's acceptable for sure. Okay, so what's in the cup?
What's in the cup?
So, orange Gatorade's in the cup today.
Orange Gatorade's in the cup. Mm-hmm. I myself am not an orange Gatorade guy. That's not my flavor to go to, but like...
Are you a Gatorade or...
I am. You know, my favorite Gatorade ever was the light pink Gatorade Rain back in the day, like 2010, 11. But they don't make it no more.
I was about to say, I can't even remember.
They make some fake-ass G2 that's like...
Sugar-free?
I mean, like, it's good that it's sugar-free, but it's just like...
That's nasty.
I can't be drinking Gatorade all the time. Even whenever I played sports, like, I wasn't drinking Gatorade.
You would drink Powerade?
Fuck no, I wasn't no Powerade drinker, that B squad. Get out of here.
You drinking water?
Yeah, I was just drinking water because, honestly, the best water ever in the entire world was football water. Whenever...
What, like, out the damn cheer thing?
Football water. Wow. I don't know, there was something... You ever see The Water Boy?
Yeah.
Obvious. Well, whenever he says this is water from a glacier in Alaska, I think that we were just so fucking tired and dehydrated that it just tasted so good because, like, after football practice, I would just take one of them big ass green Gatorade bottles and just walk to the locker, and I would just crush water, crush it.
Things grow in that football water.
No, I have my own.
Oh, okay.
Come on now.
Okay, I was gonna say I thought it was a community team water.
Did you play sports?
I did play sports. I played basketball. I did play football for 2 practices.
Yeah.
And shit just got too real.
You know what? Hold on, we got to pause this. I'm a fucking amateur, and I left the fan and the air conditioner on, and people could definitely hear it. So hold on a second.
Oh yeah, these good ass mics. Hell yeah. You got some cleaning up to do. Later. Hey, more work.
See, I ain't even gonna clean that up. I'm gonna leave that in because that's the rawness of it.
I was gonna say that's true. That's definitely
I fuck
dope
with
for
that.
real.
I fuck with that. But you said you played football for a minute.
2 practices, like literally
for a
2
minute.
practices, like a minute, like 2 practices. I had to do some shit called running these hills, and then I knew I was quitting after that.
You weren't into it?
No, I'm done. I was like, after this, I'm done with football. Like,
that's understandable. Where'd you grow up?
Me, I grew up Hill District, but I'm originally from Los Angeles, California.
Okay.
I moved here when my mom moved us here for some odd reason, and I went to Prospect and Brashear. So I guess I got here when I was around middle school age.
Middle school?
Yeah.
That's what's up.
And I grew up on the Hill District.
Mm-hmm. And you said you went to, where's Prospect?
Prospect is closed now, but it was in Mount Washington.
Oh, okay.
Right up there.
And what was the other one?
Brashear.
Oh, I've heard of Brashear.
Right
Brashear's still open, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you moved here whenever you were in middle school, and so like, what did you do if you weren't playing sports and shit? Like, what was a typical day for you in middle school?
Like, I mean, see, I played. What's odd is I did play basketball in middle school.
Yeah.
Like, I played basketball in the 8th grade. I didn't play in the 6th or 7th.
Yeah.
Because like I was cutting up all the time. That's all I did was cut up.
You were a class clown?
I don't even know. I was a class devil. Like,
a devil? Were you a bad kid in school?
I mean, see, I was more mischievous than bad.
Yeah, mischievous.
There's a different word. Like, I was trying to not get caught.
You weren't telling teachers like fuck off and
no,
shit?
see, I was trying
that's good.
like make you sit on a safety pin or something weird, like, you know what I mean, like
Safety pin.
just something like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like I know what you mean. Like do some weird shit.
Yeah, like I seen on TV.
Yeah.
Like,
Draw a picture on the dry erase board, but draw like a dick with a Sharpie. So
Yeah,
whenever
so it
she
can't go-
erases it,
yeah.
some shit like
yeah,
that.
or like
just a
kick me
prank, just
signs.
a practical joker. Nothing too crazy to get in too much trouble.
but that kept me away from like doing my work.
Yeah, for sure.
So it was like a love-hate relationship.
Yeah. So high school, like, were you like a popular kid in high school? I mean, now you're definitely known in the city by pretty much everyone, right?
Yeah.
I mean, like, you're very. I think I definitely knew of you.
Yeah.
Before I met you, just through your social media.
Yeah, I mean, high school, like, I was hanging with the older kids, you
Yeah.
know, so that's how all that started. Like, I was the younger kid, but I hung with the older kids.
Yeah.
Because it was like, I had this, like, attitude where, like, I really, like, I just did whatever, you know, like, literally whatever. And kids my age, they weren't, like, they were just, like, more reserved. You know how kids
Yeah, they weren't
typically
like
get,
they weren't like doing anything fun, really.
Yeah, so since I hung with older kids, I got exposed to like older kids. Like I knew like Light back in the we went to the same high school. Like he's older than me, and I used to hang with him after high school like some days. And like he's in Taylor Gang now, and who else? I used to hang with Roe. He was like a good hooper and like one of the best hoopers probably in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
So I used to hang with like all these people.
That's
like,
the best thing about hanging out with older people is like they're already the cool kids, so like they already know about all the cool shit. They're the filter.
Exactly. So I got adopted by the other cool kids.
Yeah,
So it was kind of like, yo, you're the little homie.
Yeah, and like if you were cool enough to fit in with them, it's like why not hang out with them, right?
And and it just like as we got older, you know, the people I was lucky to be friends with became like had like good pivotal pieces in Pittsburgh doing different things.
It just panned out that they made some stuff of them.
Yeah, the universe just worked well in my favor, honestly, you know.
How old are you?
I'm 31.
Okay. So you're 31 and you've lived here now where you stay at now?
Me, I stay in Southside right now.
Southside?
Mm-hmm.
And you are now I know you're involved with all different kinds of music, you're involved with podcasts, you're involved with all different kinds of shit. Mm-hmm. So what would you call yourself?
Shit, I just try to work as hard as possible. I just call myself like
a creative.
I don't know, like trying
just
to
like
think.
someone we're just trying out there.
Like a
out there
Geppetto,
making-
like a Geppetto.
a Geppetto? I never heard that before.
Yeah, like a Geppetto of like
Geppetto, like the puppet maker?
Yeah, of just like
You're trying to make some shit happen.
Yeah, I'm just trying to create
Try
whatever.
to play the best hand with the cards life dealt you.
No matter like how many people say this puppet ain't gonna come to life.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna keep
just trying to make shit happen.
So I don't wanna say honestly what I love to do is creating like art through visual storytelling. Like so
you always
skits and
post
stuff.
like skits, videos, and like all your shit is funny. You work with like comedians around the city.
Yeah, I
shout out Eric Nesby.
Yeah, definitely. He's a funny dude too.
Yeah,
like,
hilarious. He was a awesome guest on here earlier.
Yeah, I learned a lot. Actually, I learned a lot working with him as well, you know.
Yeah, man, he's been doing it since he was young, so like he was smart. He got involved with it whenever he was super young.
Yeah,
and,
so
like, I just started it, so it's just like I'm way behind.
So what I should call myself? What should I call myself? I should call myself. I guess I am like, I don't know, just a multimedia entertainment person. Like I don't know. I'm gonna make up a name for myself.
Yeah, but like
that's a new career.
That's what you're doing. You're a content creator. You're a creative person. Like you're out there like trying to do your own type of art, put your own artwork out of there on your own platform, your own way.
Exactly.
That's the same shit I do because like I couldn't draw anything for my life. So it's just like
I can't draw at all either.
This is like the only way I could ever do anything like creative to give to other people that they could respond to, because like if I try to paint a picture, it's gonna be shitty.
Yeah.
And people aren't gonna want to fuck with that. But like I mean, supposedly people like to listen to me bullshit with other people. But so go back to high school. Were you like a class clown in high school? Like, were you always?
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure you were a popular kid in high school.
Yeah, I was popular, but I was a class clown. Ladies couldn't stand me for real. Because, like, I
Really?
was that dude. Like, I was that dude that... Because I annoyed everyone. Like, that was just a thing I did. Like, I
Like, what kind of shit would you do? Were you the kid that was, like, running down the hallway screaming at people? Or
like, I would just do whatever. Like, I would just... Like, the kid fake sleep and snore loud as hell.
yeah.
Just, like, anything. Like, knock on the
He
doors.
said the ladies couldn't stand me.
Knock on your classroom door. Stand outside
Yeah,
your
and just,
classroom.
like, nothing too crazy, but
Like,
still be, like...
pull the fire. Anything and
You
everything.
pulled a fire alarm?
Yeah, you got it. That's you have to. Like,
How old were you when you did that? Because, like, nowadays, the police get called.
yeah, I was like middle school for real.
Yeah, you can't do that now. Because you'd be getting a lot of trouble.
For real? Like at that point we just evacuated and I never got caught. Like
I was too slow to be doing anything bad. I could never get
Yeah.
away from no one.
I definitely
All my friends were all skinny, and I was the largest one out of all of them. So if we were all doing something bad, I would just be sitting there.
just like, yeah, I ain't doing it.
Yeah, like one time we were at a party at some kid's house. It was like the notorious party house right across from Elizabeth Forward Middle School, and like people would just go there and like just drink around this fire, and it was literally like 100 yards away from a police station.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, so like all the time cops would be getting called, and you know what? I never ran ever. You know why? Because I would get caught.
Yeah.
Plus that, and I just was never drinking really, and it
So
was
you had a
just-
defense.
Yeah, it was. I would just be sitting there, and they'd be like, "Oh, you ain't running?" I'm like, "Nah, I ain't."
Because if you
Like,
get
what the fuck
caught,
are you
you
gonna
wasn't
do?
drinking, smell your breath.
Yeah, typical. So after high school, like you didn't play sports in high school. What kind of extracurricular activities would you do to fill your time? Work.
Actually, see, I used to play like recreational, so not competitive sports, not high
Yeah.
school. So I used to play like local community centers, like Ammons, Ozenham,
Yeah.
Kennard.
What kind of sports though?
Basketball?
okay.
Like I'm a huge basketball fan. Like that's what I like.
Are you good at basketball?
I used to be. I haven't played in a long. I'm not one of them ballers life type people. Like, oh, I play every Saturday. Yeah, I got to do.
Wearing and one socks?
Yeah, see, I play like maybe like if all the homies is getting together.
Yeah, on a spare occasion.
Yeah.
I was
But
that way with hockey. The
I'm a
only
super
way I'm
fan
coming
of it
out.
still though. Like
You
I
still watch basketball
yeah,
heavy?
I'm one of them I could give you stats what you want type from
I have not even the slightest interest in it.
No, I mean, see, that's how I am with maybe like football.
I ain't like that with football. I mean, like I'm like that with football too. I played football my entire life. I don't watch. I could name 5 people in the Steelers.
Yeah, I'm like one of them people. I gotta go home. Steeler game on. Like
Fuck
I'm
that.
like, bro,
Steelers coming to Threads and like
I'm at Walmart.
people.
Bro.
If Steelers buy things at Threads, it'll go through with their card, and the owner will Fuad will call me and he'll go, "You know who that was, right?" And I was like, "Nah," and he'll tell me someone. I'll be like, "Well, yeah, I definitely didn't know." Like, how the fuck are you supposed to tell? They all wear
Yeah,
helmets.
I was about to say that it's not like basketball. Like, yo,
Yeah.
take your headband off.
Yeah,
so I can make
take-
sure who you are.
Yeah, take your nose guard off.
Yeah, it's like
Basketball, yeah, my brother played basketball all the time, but like I liked watching it. Like I would like going, but I just can't go back and forth. It's just a point every fucking back and forth point.
But yes,
I mean, I respect it. Don't get me wrong, I respect it.
I think it was just I don't know, like basketball is just it's a much like relaxed sport. It's like every other sport is dumb. Like basketball is the physically demanding and everything, but it's just like the environment of basketball is relaxed. You know, football is straight
Yeah.
physical, hockey straight physical. Soccer is not physical, but them fans is like
Crazy,
yeah,
psychotic.
yeah. And basketball is the only like chill situation.
Yeah, it's not too crazy.
No,
like
it's
you
just-
see all the rappers and
Yeah,
shit like
it's
that,
it's
like all the
chilling.
celebrities that are there.
Yeah,
It's like
see?
it's a cool, relaxed. Anyone from like I saw a picture of who was it the other day? He was sitting there like Jack Nicholson. Jack Nicholson goes
Yeah.
to like every LA
He's a huge-
Laker game.
Yeah, see, that's crazy because going to a basketball game, and football arenas are so big. It's like
Yeah.
you really can't see that in football. Basketball is like, yo, you can see Jack Nicholson sitting next
Yeah,
to
and he
like,
just
Kevin
doesn't
Hart.
give a fuck. Yeah, and exactly it. Like people like Jack Nicholson, Kevin Hart, who were like, you can walk down anywhere in the world and they're gonna know who they are.
That's what I mean.
And it's just like they're like, fuck it, we're gonna watch basketball. Fucking
Yeah.
Drake's at every
Huge, I
game. He can't even walk outside. Can you imagine being that famous?
Yeah, I mean, I can. It's crazy.
Like walking outside
no
and
privacy.
not being able to do nothing. Yeah, no privacy. It's a blessing and a curse, I feel. So let me ask you a question, because this is something I wanted to get into. After high school, like, what was your plan after high school? I know you went to the military.
High school,
yeah.
My actual plan.
Yeah.
See, I had multiple plans for real. Like multiple plans. Like the one everybody had, like the sports plan, but I figured that out early. Like, swear I figured that out early. Like that's not the way, because first you gotta get good grades. It's like a whole it's a whole lot of
spider webs off.
Yeah, you got to do everything.
Got to keep your grades up to be able to play.
So I really want to do, like, for some odd reason, I want to do like military. Like that's what I wanted to do. Like that was my backup plan.
That's what you wanted to do.
Mm-hmm. I don't know why.
Now, like, do you remember where that came from?
When I was thinking about it, I was thinking about that for a while. Like, why did I want to? But like, I was dumb into like GI Joes back in the day.
Yeah,
like
you just like that whole like
that life, that
culture of it.
Yeah, like lifestyle.
That's
like,
definitely understandable.
You know
like we all, like me and my cousins, like always were like playing war and like all that shit.
Like I was like, oh, like blow shit up and about to go crazy.
What did you join?
I joined the Marine Corps.
You were in the Marines?
Yeah.
When did you get into there?
Right after high school. What's crazy is that's what in high school, when I got into the 12th grade, my recruiter. All right, let me tell you how I met the recruiter first.
Yeah, I want to know from the beginning.
Yeah, so I was in high school, and then I had detention. You know what I'm saying? So detention, you had to stay like maybe a half an hour after class.
Yeah.
After school was out. So I stayed. I'm leaving. I see this dude in this little military shit, and it looked crazy. Like, you know how the dress blues look.
Yeah.
You know, but I didn't know what it was at the point. So I go up to him and was like,
look super sharp.
Yeah,
like, you
I'm
look
like,
official as hell.
Yeah, I was like, yo, what are you in? Like I'm like, what is it, like Secret Service? Like you on something crazy? He's like, no, I'm a Marine. Like it was like white dude. Like no, I'm a Marine. God bless me, I'm trying to remember his name. That's crazy. Like there's so much sergeants, but I wish I remembered this man's name. But anyway, like, you know, I seen him. He told me he was a Marine. He gave me his card or whatnot.
Yeah.
So I go home. The whole time I'm thinking like, yo, like, I need that uniform. Like, that's what I was thinking about the whole time. Not even being like a Marine. I'm like, yo, I need that uniform. Like, I was just like, that uniform's crazy. I'll get all the bitches. So I'm thinking like some old wild shit. So I go back the next day. He's there again, you know. So he's like, you think about what we talked about? And I'm like, yeah. So I told this man, I'm like, yeah, I'm thinking about joining. And when I say after I told him that, every day he picked me up after school and took me like to do some fun shit. Like literally, once I told him I was joining, he picked me up every day to take me to do some shit. Like we would go get food, like we'll go do whatever, like fucking games and shit, like all types of shit. And then after that, I'm like, bro, I'm definitely going to the military. But at this point, I still didn't really know what it was. Like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Like you really didn't like have any like in high school and shit, like you just see what you see in the movies.
I thought I was gonna be doing that, going to schools trying to recruit people.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah. So what happened like whenever you actually got involved with it? Like whenever you got in there?
So when I first got involved, when I graduated high school, and like shit wasn't going too well. Like shit wasn't going too well. My friends was going to college, and I ain't even take SATs yet. Like, you know what I'm saying? So there was no way I was going to college. You know? All my homies, they going to college and shit. So they took their SATs. There's no way I'm going to college because I ain't take no SAT. So I'm like everybody, what you doing? What you doing? Like that's what you do in high school when you about to graduate. You trying to know what everybody doing.
Exactly.
So I'm like, I'm going to the military. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing I'm throwing in. Didn't even know like for sure I was going.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I graduated high school. No real plan, but I was telling everybody I was going to the military. So now everybody coming to me like, when you leaving? Da, 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 da.
Yeah.
So when I tell you, I literally graduated like June 15th or some weird date like that, and was in boot camp the next week. Like literally
really, the next week.
I graduated and was in boot camp the next week because I was telling everybody that's where I was going. You know what I mean? So I had to like either put up or shut up.
Yeah, you wrote that check.
Yeah, and I had to. So
that's not something you could ever joke about. Like you see it on videos now, people just like gassing it up, but it's just like that's fucking crazy.
Yeah,
so you were in there a week after you graduated.
Literally, like a week
after
I graduated. I went to I was about to say Camp Lejeune. I was Paris Island. My bad, Paris Island. It's by Camp Lejeune.
Where's that at?
South Carolina, Paris Island. Mm-hmm. and Camp Lejeune is North Carolina. Like they right next to each other, obviously. But I always get them mixed
So
up.
you're 18.
17.
17. A week after you graduated, get
Yeah.
thrown into boot camp in the Marines.
Yeah.
Like, what is that like?
Shit, I
Like,
was.
is it like what you see in the movies? Like,
Bro, it is like it's 10 times worse than what you see in the movies because you're living it, and it's not a movie. So it's 10 times worse than that. Like when I mean 10 times worse, like I'm gonna paint you a real quick picture, and then you're gonna understand what the rest of the situation was like.
yeah,
So like, all right, so boom, the day before you leave, you go downtown, and they take you to this hotel out by the airport. You know what I mean? It's like a little Air Force Base hotel, and you go out there, and like everybody's real like reserved with you because you try and get massive information. Like I'm asking everybody shit like, yo, what do we do? Da, 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 da. They give you this manila folder, and they like, yo, don't open it. You know what I'm saying? Give it to the person when you get to the airport in North Carolina. So we get on the plane and shit, and we land. We get on the plane, we land, right? And when we land, we're the only people in the airport. You know what I'm saying? They make you land late as hell. So
Yeah.
we're the only people in the airport. We walk out. Soon as you walk out the airport, like this is a public little airport. You know, we walk out to the airport and shit. There's like drill instructors, like with the Smokey the Bear hats. Like, hurry the fuck up. Hurry the fuck up. What you walking for? Hurry, you belong to me now. Hurry the fuck up.
Oh, really? Right
Yeah,
away?
Like soon as you step off the plane.
Jesus.
There's like really not no introductory period to it. Like soon as you step off the plane,
You're thrown into it.
Yeah, so it's like everybody's like you just soon as you get there, like get the fuck on the. And so we get on a bus. It's like a Greyhound style bus, and the legend is the ride from the airport to the bus that from the airport to the base is only like 15 minutes. But legend is they drive in a circle for 45 minutes just to confuse you and disorient you. You know what I mean? Because when you get on a bus, you have to put your head between your legs and sit like that the whole ride and can't look out the windows.
That is insane.
And then when you get there, they park, and then there's these yellow footprints. And like as soon as you get there, they get on the get the fuck off the bus, get off the bus, hurry up. And you got to stand on these yellow footprints. And it's like, it's go from there. Like it's definitely go from there.
And how long does boot camp last?
Boot camp is 60 days.
60.
Yeah.
You were there for 60 days?
2 months, bruh.
You made it all the way through?
Hell yeah, I made it all the way through because like my mom told me don't come home nothing less than a Marine. So
Yeah.
obviously she like if you're
going out there, you better fucking go through it and do it.
or don't come home or you don't got no place here type. So
Yeah.
but every day I was like, I can't do this. Like I'll keep it real with you. Like every day I was like, yo, I cannot do this, bruh.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
I
literally
bet.
every day.
So what kind of shit did they have you doing besides for like I mean, obviously it's a bunch of like verbal, like they're screaming at you. It's very intense, I'm sure. Like
They say they want to strip you of your individuality. You know what I'm saying? So like they want to strip you of that individualness, like, and make you like.
I heard in a movie one time a quote that I want to know if this is right. They said that in the military they want to break you down completely and build you up the way that they want.
Yes. If they meet any resistance, it's just gonna make it harder for you
Yeah,
because
like-
they will not lose.
You mean if you give
No,
them any resistance at all?
If they meet any resistance from you,
Yeah.
they will not back down.
And they probably are gonna go way harder on you.
Oh yeah. It's it gets. I was one of those people. I didn't resist, but I
You weren't like kissing ass either.
no, a lot because you know everybody. There's always those type of people in boot camp. Like
Yeah, for sure.
my rack mate, Recruit Lex, will never forget him. I don't know what he's doing right now, but Recruit Lex used to have us always getting fried because Recruit Lex was one of them dudes who tried to look at it as like, I'm gonna be the bitch and then they won't bother me.
Yeah.
But they like this some resistance. Like it's a weird ass. Drill instructors got like a weird ass mind, like a jigsaw.
Yeah,
you
like
wanna
it's
play a
very, very
game.
like it's chess.
Yeah,
It's chess.
but-
It ain't checkers.
Yeah, they don't want you to be a bitch. Like, okay, sir. They want you to say it with an attitude, like you getting on my fucking nerves, bro. But
Yeah.
don't overstep it. Like, yo, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
toe the line.
yeah, they want you to. They don't want you to be no pushover. But he was that type that like, okay, I think so, and then it's like, okay, until you figured out Recruit Dixon's gonna be doing push-ups. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
Jeez.
fuck.
Is that your last name, Dixon?
Yeah, you fucking bitch.
Yeah, Recruit Dixon. Hey, that's all right though. You don't have to tell me your first name.
You never get that.
That's all right. I respect that. I think it's such a crazy I mean, it's that has to be insane. So you're 17 years old into this fucking crazy ass shit. How old were all the people that you were with? Like, were they similar age?
I was the youngest.
Were you?
Yeah, I was the youngest. I would think the oldest. I think the oldest was about 23, and everybody else was about 18, 19.
Now, how many people did you start with?
I want to say we started with about. I'm trying to think of I think it was 30 a unit. Let me make sure. 15 on each side. About 15. No, more than 30 because they was bunk beds, and it was about 10. Probably about 40.
Yeah.
If you put.
So there was a decent amount. Now through the end, how many people made it through?
Oh, we had a good one. Everybody made it. Like everybody made it. I can't think we had no. I think we had one injury. Like we had went to They don't kick you out when you get injured. They just recycle you. You get recycled.
Yeah, and have to go through it again.
So basically, you go to medical until you heal, and then you just link up with a unit that was where you was at before you got injured.
Okay, that's
you know what I'm saying. So they don't take nothing away from you.
There's a kid from my high school. His name is Brandon Myers, and he was my quarterback whenever I played football. He ended up going to the Marines, and he was going to be a frogman, I think. I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I don't know what all the technical terms are, but he ended up getting injured during a training exercise and falling off a wall and getting paralyzed from his waist down. Yeah. And he's still fighting to like try to walk again. And it's fucking insane because I mean, like I see it all on Facebook. Like he recently, I just saw a video someone posted of him recently just getting a robotic suit, like lower half suit, and it's pretty wild though. It's fucking insane though.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
What's the food like whenever you're there?
I mean, it's regular food.
It's not. So
the chow hall food it's basically it's good food. It's good food.
But it's not like what you see in the movies where they're like, you got fucking 2 minutes to eat.
Oh no, it is.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. It ain't. So basically, the rules is.
He said, "Oh no, it is."
It is. It is. But the food ain't like slop like they show.
Yeah.
But like it is. The rules for the dining hall is you're done eating. Everybody's done eating when the last man's done eating. So basically, if the last man ain't hungry that day and he sit down, take a bite, and throw shit away,
everyone's done.
Yeah, but you gotta understand, by the time the last man's done eating, if you're the first man, you should be done.
Yeah.
If you're the middle man, you better
hurry up.
You better link up with the last man. Like, bro, I'm starving today. Hold me down. Like, bro, please hold me down today.
That's fucking insane, man.
Yeah, they really depend. They really teach you. It's like. It's a mind game of how it's all about working together because you're not an individual, so you need that last man. Yeah,
you're working all together. It's not. I mean, out there, it's not going to be just you.
Exactly.
So that you got to be able to rely on each other. That's definitely understandable. It's still crazy
that was the hardest thing for me to rely on other people. That was like the hardest. That was the thing that had
to put your trust in other people and everything.
That's the hugest thing. That was like one of the biggest things for me to break was. Actually having to depend, like, yeah, man, like,
on other people to do that shit.
Like, bro, I need you, and because there's exercises they make you depend on people.
Yeah, so were you guys like? Did you have to get up early as fuck every morning and like go run and like what were some of the physical things you like? What was the worst thing that you had to do there?
We used to get up. The worst thing for me because I don't fuck with heights all like that. Oh, the worst thing with me, because I don't fuck with heights all like that, is the rope climbing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we had to climb a rope, and it was high as hell, and it was no support, and you had to do it. So that was the worst thing for me. But on the daily, we used to wake up before the sun. Like, we always get up before the sun, no matter if it's summer or winter. What else? We wake up. We usually work out before we eat. Then we go get food. You know what I mean? But when you're not doing nothing in boot camp, you're just standing, waiting for your next instruction. Like, there's no downtime.
You're just waiting to be told to do something.
So like if you're not doing nothing, you're literally standing in front of your bunk waiting for the next instruction. Like, so there's times like we would go eat and stand there for like an hour waiting for the next instruction. Did
they do like so in your boot camp? Did you have to do like assembling, disassembling guns, like all that shit?
We had to disassemble our M16. That we did that. It was called personal maintenance. You know, we did that. Even though we didn't shoot it, we cleaned it every day.
You didn't shoot the gun at all?
I mean, we didn't shoot it until rifle week. Rifle week is not like rifle week is split up in like sections. And rifle week was like the next to the last section. You know what I mean? So that's
Yeah.
when we shot it.
That's pretty wild. So
We did that. We did drill and shit. Like we did all the shit. You ever watch Major Payne?
Yeah.
You know how they do the little Major Payne drilling and
Yeah.
shit with little. We did that.
Like at the end, whenever they're like doing their forms, like bringing the rifle up and shit like that.
competitions with other
Yeah.
squads. Yeah, we did that.
Oh shit, that's crazy.
That's a part of boot
Man,
camp.
Major Payne, one of the best.
I watch it. I love movies. Like so.
Oh, I know. We talk about. We'll be
Yeah.
getting into it. You see
That's what
that
I'm-
movie collection right there?
Yeah, I
that's
seen
just a
that.
touch of it.
I was about to say I've been looking over there. You got a lot of them little zombie dips too. A lot of classic zombie dips I see. 'Cause
For sure.
I'm a zombie buff.
So after boot camp, what was the next step?
Shit, it was fucked up because I graduated boot camp, got home, and I'm home for like 2 days. A letter in the mail come from the president like you gotta go to Iraq.
The president.
Yeah, because they send that president gotta activate you. So like I get the letter.
2 days after you were done.
Yeah, like you gotta go to Iraq. So in 3 days we sending you to 29 Palms, Palm Spring to work. So I'm like, yo, I just came from boot camp 60 days, home for 5 days. Now I'm about to go to 29 Palms, California to do a workup for Iraq. And I'm only signed up to be a reservist. Like, this is bullshit.
Oh, you were only signed up to be a reserve.
They tore me all the way up out the frame.
Jesus Christ.
So I get home for 5 days, went straight to 29 Palms, California to link up with them to go to Iraq in 2 weeks, like in a week, matter of fact, because I was in 29 Palms, Palm Springs for a week, and then I flew to Kuwait for a week.
Kuwait.
Yeah, before Iraq, and then we flew into Iraq for.
Now let me pause real quick. By the time you were in to boot camp in the beginning to the end, did you get used to? Did you get used to it? Like,
yeah. It was the way of life now. It was once you.
So in that 60 days, they were really able to break you the fuck down and build you up.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I could not even imagine it.
Everybody was crying every night type shit. Like, I don't care
Oh,
who
I
you
bet.
was,
I
strongest. You heard them little sniffles.
Yeah.
It might not have been full out like cries, but you heard them little.
Just
little,
wishing to go
yeah,
home.
You know them little.
I had
cry,
I had a football coach. His name was Coach College, and he was actually a Marine drill sergeant, and he was our football coach. So like we had like a 1% taste of him just yelling, and like that's just fucking insane. Just having that all day coming at you, like I don't know, dude.
Like,
it's insane.
All day, and then like literally when you and then when you mess up, it's like.
Ugh.
They call it kill time when you mess up, and it's like
That's a nice name.
and it's a full body exercise. So like so basically you get on the line and then they say push, and that means push up.
Yeah.
So you just keep pushing. Then he'll holler
Until
out.
they tell you to stop.
No, he'll holler out run. Then you get up and start running in place, and then he'll
Fuck.
just say like jump, and then you gotta start doing jumping jacks, and it's a cycle of that until you either like throw up or like just break down. Like you don't stop.
Yeah.
It's over when you're done.
That's whenever your body gives out.
Yeah. So like they never
Pass
ruled us
out before
with,
you die.
Yeah, they never ruled us with physical like force.
Yeah.
We was always scared to like do that. Like we were scared of push-ups, jumping jacks, and like
Yeah, what they would do.
yeah.
That's nuts. So a week after boot camp, and you're over in Iraq,
Yeah, chilling
chilling in Iraq.
120 degrees.
What's that like over there?
Man, that's crazy. I'm gonna keep it real. Like the first day we had a vehicle suicide. They call it an SVBIED. Suicide born vehicle. I forget the acronyms, and because military is big on acronyms. Everything
Whatever. It's a
okay.
dude driving a car that
That's
killed
what I'm
himself.
Yeah. So first day we getting a pass. So we getting a change of guard from the other unit. They putting us D with like the situation, laying the land, hot spots and shit. So we having a change of guard with them. Bro, the loudest explosion of my life. Like
You were like, what was your position? Like you were
I
on
was
the
infantry. Yeah, I
you
was
were right on the front line of all this
no,
shit.
I was infantry. I was the
Jesus.
point man and shit. So basically, I was the point man. So I had the M16A2 service rifle with the ACOG on it. Then I always had me some binoculars. But then I had to carry the AT4, which is a rocket. You know what I'm saying, little disposable rocket and shit. I carried that. It just in case a squad leader needed it and shit. I'll hand it to him, and
That
then
is wild as hell.
and I carry sometimes I used to have to be the radio man and shit and wear the radio on my back and shit.
Yeah.
So they could call out. You know what I mean? When they needed it. I had a lot of different jobs.
Yeah,
bro.
I mean, like, so
But my main job was infantry, 0311.
Yeah.
Like ground troop, ground pounder. That's what they call us. Like,
that's wild.
Yeah.
And like, how long were you over there?
Shit, Iraq, I was over there for 7 months.
7 months. What was the weather like? How hot was it?
Bro, I ain't never see a day under 100 over there, bro.
Really?
Days, all right, so days is about like maybe 120, 110. Nights get down to like 30. Like
30.
Yeah.
That's wild that it gets that cold.
Yeah, nights at nighttime you need like a sleeping bag and long sleeves and shit. Like
Yeah.
it's one of them. It's a brisk, like nice breezy cold out there.
Is it fucked up? Like, was there bugs out there? Like fucked up bugs?
Oh yeah, they got like the camel spiders.
Is that
shit.
real? Like them videos?
With
Like
big ass camel spiders?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Camel
how
spiders
big?
as hands.
Oh my
Like
god!
your hand, like your hand, you look at your hand, you could just see a spider. Yeah.
Fuck that.
That big. Like people run from them dips. Like,
Oh my god!
yeah.
Jesus. So you're over there for 7 months.
Yeah, 7 hot ones.
I bet that like so like what did you guys do for downtime? Did you guys like have any sort of like what was your way to escape over there?
I mean,
Like did
the
people
homies,
have like
we had homies like, see, everybody did they like, see in the military, like I was the same way in the military. Like
Yeah,
I,
like
I never
cutting
hung
up
with
on
my,
people.
Yeah, I never hung with my base. I never hung with like my squad. Like I hung with my squad on some camaraderie shit.
Yeah.
But like on downtime, I might be going to the fuck with the shower dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's running the shower. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
Go
yeah.
fuck with the 8. You know what I mean?
just mingle?
Yeah,
Go around.
fuck with the people that's fucking with the Humvees and see what they doing and
yeah.
shit. So
Instead of just sitting around and
yeah,
shit.
so I used to go around. So the one homies that used to do maintenance on the Humvees and shit, they had an Xbox.
Oh,
Like,
really?
They had like 4 of them.
Jesus.
They had it hooked up on a little LAN situation, so we used to play Halo. On
That's
the,
dope.
On the 4-man. So I used to go there to do that. You know what I'm saying? Then like my unit, I had the DVD player, but my Sergeant King, he had all the DVDs. Like, bro, like he had the DVDs. I don't know how he got these, but he used to have the DVDs with like the 3-4 movies on them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, one of them.
Yeah,
type
like the
DV
Walmart joints, like
Yeah,
$10 for all
but
the blades.
He had them out there in like the bootlegs, bro. Like I don't. He had a little. He had a little connect, like a little Iraqi connect dude out there who used to burn them for him.
That's wild.
So yeah, so I used to get the movies from him. We used to play football and shit.
Yeah.
Like we used to think of Iraq as a dangerous ass college dorm for dudes only.
Yeah.
Like so you think of everything that would be going on in like
Yeah.
a dangerous ass college dorm. Like we used to
Yeah.
play football like actually play football. You know you need this motherfucker on your mission, but
You
you
trying
playing
to-
football, but you about to fuck him up. Like, I'm lighting you up, bro. I'm lighting you up. And then now bro in sick hall, and you like, damn, bro, you
Yeah.
can't come on a mission.
Now, oh my god. So after all this, you got done with the military, and like,
Yeah.
how do you get out of this? Like, how does all this like end? Like,
I got hurt. I got hurt in Iraq. Like when I was in Iraq, they be throwing the mortars at us. They used to throw mortars. I don't know. All right, for people who don't know what a mortar is, it's like, think of a grenade that you could drop into like a fucking tube.
yeah, and it shoots out at someone.
far as hell. Like
Yeah.
far. Like you could shoot it football.
People were
field.
shooting at you and stuff.
Yeah, they shooting mortars and shit. And one actually landed in our base. And the concussion of it knocked me off my rack. Because I was on the top rack chilling.
Jesus.
The concussion knocked me off my rack. But I like landed on my knee. And I had like a little hair fracture in it. But then when I got home, it broke. Like I broke my patella bone in half.
Yeah,
And
you put your leg in between like a railing and just break it so you didn't have to go
oh, no,
back.
I was playing football.
No, I'm just kidding.
I was playing football with my friends on leave, bro.
Yeah,
On leave, and we was playing on turf, and I twisted it the wrong way.
and it
It was
just broke.
Yeah, I broke my patella bone. Had to get like 2 screws, knee brace, the whole.
What the
9
fuck is going through your mind whenever people are throwing bombs at you and shit? Like are you like, I don't know, like
What's sad? I already know. People ask me this question all the time, but what's sad to say is you getting mindset like that's what it is.
yeah, it's like
know
you,
what I mean?
you know what you're there for, and like you know what you signed up for.
Yeah, it's a nuisance. It's like damn, because like when they throw bombs at us, shoot bombs and shit at us, it's a whole thing that comes on with it. Like they set the alarm off. Everybody gotta go full gear. Like everybody gotta go. It's already hot as fuck.
Yeah.
So now you gotta go full gear and rifle
100
up.
some degrees with
just
all
to
that
sit,
gear on.
Yeah, just to sit there Yeah, I mean, so it's like when they do it, it's not like, oh, I'm scared of my life, I could die.
Yeah, you're like, fuck
it's
them.
like, fuck, bitch, you know.
I see all these videos
Yeah.
online of people that are like in the top of like a tank shooting, and like people are shooting at them, and like their gun will be jammed, and it's like actual people over there like doing this, and it's not them being scared like going down into the
No,
truck.
you're
It's like
fucking about to
it's
hit
like
that.
it's like him yelling at the driver like, "Give me your fucking gun!"
Yeah,
and trying to like
that's just what you do. Like,
yeah, and it's just like that's crazy to think about. Like people, we're all fucking sitting here on our couches playing Call of Duty.
yeah,
and
like
it's like
it's not no like Call of Duty.
it's like we don't think like we have no idea. And, like I have no fucking idea. And like you, I don't know. For you to be, you hear about all these people that have been in the service, having like PTSD and like being fucked up. Like, do you have PTSD at all? Like, do you like feel? Because I feel. I mean, like I've talked to some people that came back from the military and they're pretty fucked up. You could tell that they're like shaken
because it's like it could be a culture shock or like a shell shock.
Yeah.
All right, so like when I was growing up, obviously I didn't grow up in the best neighborhoods, but it's like I heard like guns and shit. Like I watched violent movies, you know.
You were a little bit more exposed to like
so
the
when
real
when
shit.
I seen it, like when I was seeing it and living through it, it was more like the sound sick, like adrenaline rush. You know what I mean? So I guess that's why I did develop like some PTSD, but that's why it's not to the point where it's crippling. Like, to me, it's like an everyday battle just to like, all right, so like maybe I'm driving to your crib, but like while motherfuckers is driving, they jamming. I'm driving, I might be looking on the roofs of houses and shit. Like, for what? I don't know. But that's
it's just like your second nature.
So
like
I'm
that.
driving down the street, I'm looking at houses and shit. Like I got tinted windows in my car. You know what I mean? Like when I stop at a stop sign or a red light, I'm looking at everything. Like I'm looking at
and
emotions.
Like, the only reason I like
hyper vigilant is what they call it. Like all
hyper vigilant.
Like
It's
always,
like you're always aware, always aware of your surroundings.
Like I could be having a conversation with you,
but know what's going on.
If somebody's over here talking, I'm listening to him. But that could fuck you up because now I'm coming back to you like, oh, what would you say again?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because my mind's looking at you, but my attention's over here. You know?
Yeah,
what I mean?
like it's definitely
so that shit's sucks sometimes. You know what I mean? Like
I'm sure that there's shit
going
that
to
like
Walmart being about to like just like flip out in Walmart because there's just so many people. This kid's
like some anxiety and shit
this
like
man
that.
about to bump into me. Like these man is looking at me weird.
Overall, did you not enjoy your experience? I feel like
Oh no, I did, bro. I tried to go back. I tried to go back after I healed myself. I tried to go back. Like after my leg healed, I tried to go back, but the war was over. And shit.
Yeah.
So I couldn't go back. But I tried to go back and shit. Like I said, war ended because like when I was over there, like my job, that was something I was good at. That was the first thing in my life ever that I was good at. You know what I'm saying? So like I was shooting crazy, right? Like I shot sharpshooter. You know what I mean? It's only it's like novice and it's like sharpshooter and it's like rifleman, sharpshooter, and expert. I don't know why I said novice. Rifleman, sharpshooter, and expert.
That's too many video games.
Yeah, right? I shot sharpshooter. You know what I mean? I ain't shoot expert because I wasn't as good at math.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If I was better at math, I would shot expert. You know
what do you
I'm
mean
saying?
math? Like calculating wind and like trajectory
like
and
wind
stuff?
shit. Like I used to do a method, old school method, like Kentucky windage and shit. I used to waste my first shot, see where it landed, and adjust on the fly. So when I'm doing that,
what did you call that?
It's called Kentucky windage. Kentucky windage, like that's what they. I guess that
windage.
That's what they do in Kentucky. I don't know.
The Kentucky people do that.
Like an old head, like Sergeant Rush. Old head Sergeant Rush taught me about that. Like might have been like face all red all the time type white dude, but he was like my homie. Like nah, bro. Like he was my homie. Like I ain't racist at all, but the way as comedy and shit, like. That's how I explain shit the way it come out. Like I want people when you listen to me, I want you to feel me and really listen to me and see shit through my eyes. So like when you see now, when you close your eyes, you gonna think of Sergeant Rush.
Why would you think that would be racist though?
Because some people are like, oh, why you gotta use people's color? Why you see color and shit? Da, da, da. It's not that I'm using his color.
Those people are the ones that need to delete their fucking Facebook.
I'm on some shit like just think of Sergeant Rush.
You're just being vivid.
Short ass, stocky. White dude, goldish reddish hair, red ass face all the time. He taught me about that shit. So if I was good at if I was good at math, I wouldn't have to waste my first shot. You feel me? I would calculate it, bang, hit it, be on. But since I wasn't good at math, I had to look through the scope, shoot it, see where it land. All right, I hit here, so I got to put my gun up and to the right a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I was wasting shots instead of actually learning the right way.
That's pretty interesting.
But like to go back to the question, yeah, I definitely love the military, dog. I met cool ass people, and like I like that action. I like kicking in doors and shit. Like, I like running down on people and just like not. I say it like that. Like I use all the hood terms and shit.
I
make
know,
it seem like
but I know what you mean. Like
people listen like this nigga be robbing people and shit all day. Like I'm saying like no, not like that. Like
no, but like you like that was something that you
that's the
like
part
that
of
you
it.
responded to is like that. Like you said, that was the first thing that you felt good at. Like that's
Yeah,
understandable to want to stay with that. So why couldn't you go back? Oh, you said the war.
Yeah, I got
the war
injured.
ended.
I mean, it's more logistical to that. They would have gave me
Yeah.
like they wanted to give me a S1 job, and that is like a paper pusher. Like S1 is like admin.
Yeah, so you didn't
Yeah,
want to fuck
man.
with that. You wanted to be out there. Like if
Yeah.
you're gonna be in it, you'd rather be in it.
Yeah, I wanted to be,
and
what I
that's
was doing.
definitely understandable. I fuck working behind a desk.
Because literally the shit we was like when we walked around the base, we was like the jocks. Like, oh, that's infantry. Like, you
I mean,
feel
I'm
me?
sure you're just
like we were because we was the only people that actually. I was 18 years old coming back, got like 25-year-old people when I'm in line getting food. Like, so how is it like out there? Like,
Yeah.
oh, they really like that out
I mean,
there?
you have fucking balls to do it.
They don't leave the base. Like they came here and they're collecting their check on that base. Like, but us, like literally, we get caught when we leave. Like we're going to that shit. Like
Yeah.
when we leave, we're going to that shit. We found like an ace of spades. That's like a high person. Like
A high person of interest.
yeah, like or we sent y'all to a supposed bomb making factory. Like so when
Jeez.
we ante up, we anteing up and we going for that ass. Like,
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's
Wow.
what I like.
So I have to ask you this. This is I don't know if this is a good question or not, but
Oh,
since
go
you're a movie guy, what like is there any movies that you've watched that really what movie have you seen that really hits the closest home of being like real?
The closest home that being real.
I mean like yeah, like what do you think is the most accurate?
All right, see, there's a none of them hit spot on, but
Yeah.
certain movies have like situations that's key, like Hurt Locker, Hurt Locker was pretty dope, like because with the motherfuckers who disarm the bomb,
Yeah.
like that's what they really do, like that's how they really do. They send a robot in there, and
There's a process.
yeah, literally if you have to call EOD.
Yeah.
Like I forget the acronym. It's some explosive device. But if you got to call EOD to come, like literally EOD pulls up and they're taking their time. Like it's a whole 2-hour process before they actually let
Because
you
it can
go.
fucking explode. That's understandable.
So like Hurt Locker,
What about Jarhead?
Jarhead, the attitude, yeah.
Yeah, like that, like him
attitude-
being in that like base camp and shit like
Yeah.
that. Is that accurate? Like what it was like?
Yeah, hell yeah. Because like that would to me that base camp would be like Al-Assad Air Base. If y'all know what Al-Assad Air Base is, y'all can look it up. It still comes up in Google. But
Yeah.
it was Saddam Hussein's actual air base that he had.
Oh, okay.
I mean, huge ass air base. But Al-Assad Air Base is like tent living type shit. There's tents and shit.
Is that where you were staying? Were you staying in tents, or did you guys have
No.
like cabin type shit?
We stayed in Haditha. We stayed in not Haditha. Damn, my bad. We stayed in Hit. It's spelled HIT. We stayed in Hit, and it was one of his like outposts and shit. One of Saddam
okay.
Hussein's outposts, and we stayed there. It was about 3 buildings. You know what I mean? Three 2-story buildings.
Yeah.
Like if you think of long ass barracks, 2
Yeah,
stories
yeah.
long, about 3 of those dips, and that's all we had. We had portable water, everything brought to us.
That's pretty wild though. It's just like you watch on movies and you never know like what.
And then one more I had to tell you. Fuck, I
I'm
just
sorry.
had-
I'm
No.
sorry I interrupted you.
No, fuck no. I just forget shit a lot, bro.
That's all right.
Oh, damn! I said which ones did I say? If you remember,
You said
Jarhead.
Jarhead, the Hurt Locker.
Hurt Locker.
There's Saving Private Ryan. There's fucking Black Hawk Down.
see, Saving Private Ryan is a little bit older.
Yeah, that's
But-
like an old style movie, but like there's Black Hawk Down. There's like
All right, I'ma tell
Lone
you-
Survivor.
This movie I'm about to tell you really captured the emotion and like the really how you ever see Tears from the Sun?
with Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
Yeah, a long time ago
Like
though.
just how like how the resilience and like how dedicated and like we must go on, that capture, like that was crazy. Like that's the attitude that's the military instilling you. Like it could be you against a whole village, bro. You have to. Death is the only loss. Like ain't no giving up type shit.
Yeah.
So
that's super. I mean, like I feel fucking an adrenaline rush. Jesus, I feel an adrenaline rush just watching those fucking movies. Like I could not even imagine it.
Yeah, man.
So like, what's it? What do you do getting out of the military and coming back to like civilian life?
Shit, that's the hardest thing, man.
I bet.
I went to college. Like I got a bachelor's degree in criminal justice.
Criminal justice.
And I don't even use that shit. And the only reason I got a bachelor's degree in criminal justice because like
you fucked with CSI.
Not even that.
I'm just kidding.
I just got spun. Like when you get out, they give you a class like, all right, these are the jobs that relate to what you're doing. And obviously I was infantry, so there's like, go be a bounty hunter or some shit. I'm like, all right, fuck it.
You don't want to be a bounty hunter?
No, bro. Like I don't want.
I feel like that would be fun.
I mean, it would be fun, but like let's keep it real. Like the get into that job, you got to change lifestyles. And shit.
Dog the bounty hunter type shit.
Like, no, I'm cool off.
You could be the next Dog the bounty hunter.
That would be lit though.
No, so you came back and like, what did you do?
I went to college. I went to but it's crazy because I went to college, man.
Yeah.
I went to Point Park and shit. Graduated from Point Park, but while I was in matter of fact, I went to Kaplan first.
Okay, Kaplan. Yeah, Kaplan Institute. Yeah,
it's like a trade school. I went there. Then I went to Point Park, but like I was working like little weird ass jobs, like little like authoritative figure jobs. Like I hate being an authoritative figure. Like I was working at security for West Mifflin High School.
You were top flight security of the world.
Bro, swear to God, like bro, like I was security for West Mifflin High School, bro. Like
oh man,
I was security for like, and then like I was security at West Mifflin High School. I was security at Penn Hill High School. What else? I did big security jobs. Like
that's funny, dude.
Like, but then I used to hate that shit. I used to be like, yo, this shit sucks.
So you went from security. How did you get involved with like the music scene and being on social media and being funny and getting out there?
Bro, because it's like, all right, even though I was working, like, even though it was working, it's just weird.
Wait, what year is this? Like that you got out and everything? I can't even. I'm lost in the time.
All right, so years. I went in 2004. I graduated in 2004, so I went to the military in 2004. I got out in like 10, so like we in 18 now.
Wait, you spent 6 years in the military?
Yeah, but like as a reservist, I was I was full time for 3 years because of the war and shit.
Okay, so, 3 years.
Yeah, so I had 3. So I did both.
So this was 2004. So that's 2010, and then you go to college for how long?
I went to college. I went to Kaplan for like I think that was like 15 months.
Yeah.
And then when I graduated from there, I did in.
So you're like 2012, 2013 we were at.
Yeah, I just had turned 21.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just had turned 21.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I was still doing reserve stuff while I was in Kaplan.
Yeah.
So I did my 3 years active. You figure I joined when I was 17, you know, so I had just got out of I went to Iraq when I was 18.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Come on from Iraq. Did 19. I had to do the decompress of the from the mission and stuff. That took like couple months. So now it's like 3 years later. So now I'm 20, about to turn 21. Went to Kaplan, graduated from there. And I worked at Schumann Center for like 6 months.
Oh, yeah? What did you do there? Were you security
At Schumann Center, I was a youth care worker.
Okay.
Like, I used to just be basically the CO of the unit for the kids. So that's another reason, like, I know a lot of people because, like, I did that. So all these young rappers coming up and everything like that, I knew them from there. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. That's why I just give it.
It's wild how like
I give the credit to the universe.
Yeah,
I give everybody ask me shit. I give the credit to the universe because
everything happens for a reason.
Yeah, this shit's bigger than me. It's
crossing paths for a reason.
Exactly. I just give it all to I take responsibility for nothing, dog. I'm just on this ride, bro.
That's fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah. So like literally, I went to Schumann. I know them there, but I left Schumann because Like I couldn't see them like that. Like you feel me? It was
Yeah.
weird because I'm like, yo,
It's
y'all just
people-
like me
yeah,
type shit.
Yeah, like your friends and stuff like that.
Yeah, like I'm only 21. They wasn't gonna hire me at Schumann because Schumann's age go up to 21.
Yeah.
So I'm 21 and then motherfuckers in here 20, 19.
Yeah, probably
So it's like, bro, like I know you outside of this, bro. You're
conflict
not,
of interest.
Yeah, you don't
or
need to
something.
be here. Like you ain't that bad. Your mom's is down right now. You just trying to live. So I quit that. Then I started being undercover shopper at Giant Eagle.
What is that?
Like you gotta catch people stealing.
Nah,
Swear
you
to
were a
God,
snitch
bro.
for John Eagle?
But Pete, bro, I never caught one person in a year.
Where?
bro.
Wait.
Okay.
Yeah, he said I was an undercover shopper for John Eagle.
Swear to
Now,
goodness.
You were a fake shopper to see people stealing.
Yeah, bro.
To try to catch people stealing groceries.
Yeah. And I never caught one person.
Where was this at?
I was in Greenfield before, Homestead, Giant Eagle before.
What do? You have to just pretend to grab shit, or you're just walking around?
You just walking around with a cart and
just
fill it
not
up.
grabbing anything?
You grab shit, but don't grab perishable shit.
Oh my god!
You just gotta rock and grab So the first
Go
day I
grab some
did it,
cereal.
I used to walk and grab cereals and then chill in the magazine aisle and just read like every magazine.
Yeah, you're
like,
just snitching on people just looking around.
I
Like,
literally
you never
read-
seen no one steal nothing.
I had suspect that people stealing, but I was like, bro, I'm just here for a check. I'm just here for a check, bro.
You see an old lady put like a baguette in her purse.
Bro,
Like,
it was
I ain't going
always
after her.
older women that always
Yeah.
be on
Old
that.
ladies are shady as
Yeah,
fuck,
bro.
dude. Old ladies are shady. Always looking for something free.
Then I got fired from there, bro.
What?
Because first I got fired because, all right, we had to fill out a timesheet. We ain't had no supervisor. So you
Yeah.
fill out a timesheet. You get there at 1, you write 1. The Giant Eagle manager sign it.
Yeah.
You leave at whatever time you write, the Giant Eagle manager sign it and shit. So I used to work 8-hour shifts. So I'm like, yo, I found a way to make
You
money.
straight up just walk around for 8 hours just
Yeah.
looking at people.
Yeah,
Did
basically.
they pay you minimum wage?
Yeah. That
Oh
was
my
years ago,
God.
too.
That's a crazy job.
Bro. So I figured it out. Look, I used to have one day I had to work 1 to 8. So I signed in at 1. You know what I mean? He
Yeah.
signed it. Signed out at 4, right? He signed it. Left, went to the crib, but he didn't know I wrote it in reversible ink. So I
Oh
changed
my
the 4 to
God.
an 8. So now I got the 8 hours. Bro, I did that for like 6 months. They was gonna sue me for that shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but it's over with now. I did that shit for like 6 months. They just wanted me to quit, and they let everything go. I had to sign a little paper, and they
That's
didn't sue
fucked
me.
up.
So I could talk about it. I don't give a fuck. So I only got caught because somebody stole, and they was paging me. Somebody
really?
stole, and the manager from the Giant Eagle caught him. And
You
shit.
got fired on
And
your day off?
no, I was supposed to be
No, I'm
there.
just kidding.
Yeah, so look, they paging me and shit, bro. I get home, get to the crib, the company call, and they never call.
Oh my
company
god.
call, like, yeah, so I heard you had a shoplifter today. I'm like, oh yeah, I caught him. He was stealing. He's like, all right, I'm on my way right now to fill out the paperwork. I'm like, you know what? I ain't even there.
Just not. You know what? I ain't there.
Because I was like, damn, I gotta racing there.
Yeah.
I'm thinking to myself, like, I'm gonna get there.
And that dude's gonna be like, "Where the fuck were you at?"
And the manager already caught him.
Yeah.
They
So
tryna spin
it would all
me.
just folded.
Yeah, so I quit that. So I said, like, fuck it. I quit all them jobs. And how I got into the entertainment stuff
Yeah.
is I like music. I love music. Like, music is therapeutic to me. You know, it's like my little decompressor. So
What was your shit listening? Like, what did you grow up on? What was like some of your favorite shit?
Nas, big Nas fan.
Yeah?
Like Nas, just because the
Are you
message.
pumped about the new album coming out?
See, I really don't like none of the new Nas. Like, I was all old school Nas. Like,
Yeah, like Rewind.
yeah,
back
like
then.
Rewind, like
Still one of the
Illmatic.
craziest. Like,
Oh yeah, song backwards.
yeah, that's
that
nuts.
whole album was crazy.
Yeah.
Like, but Nas, I was a huge Scarface, Tupac.
Yeah, you were more Tupac than Biggie.
Yeah, like I was more that like Tupac, Scarface, like,
Yeah.
that West, DMX.
Yeah, we were just talking about
Yeah.
DMX before we got on this podcast. I saw this video the other day, and it was of the time when DMX came out on stage wearing blood red, short, like baggy denim overall shorts, All right, because like I told Flack whenever he came here, I was like, bro, I just posted this video of DMX like back in the day getting people hyped to Rough Riders Anthem, and he was like, was it new? And I was like, fuck no, it was back in the day. Whenever he wore big ass denim short overalls that were red, ox blood red, they were definitely like. It was so vintage. Like the whole video was insane. Though there had to be 10,000 people, but DMX was crazy.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, he had.
DMX was crazy, and now he's just like, who knows what's going on with him, dude?
It's like, dang, bro,
it's like, is he smoking crack? Because like
That's
I read, the last thing I read was he was smoking crack and running around naked in a hotel
and preaching.
Is he preaching?
I think he is.
Who knows, man? I will support him with whatever he does.
But like I said, the what you were saying about the music, I'm trying to figure out. Like I don't really know. Like I think the first show, so my cousin, Dirt Gang C, he been rapping for a long time. CJ, he been rapping for a long time. Like he been doing it like going Atlanta and everything. We're the same age, so he been doing it since we as kids. So he had this camera, So I'm like, yo, let me see that camera. I had the camera and he let me borrow. I'm taking pictures. I ain't good at it. I'm just taking pictures with it. So I'm like, yo, I think I could go to a show and take pictures like what people be doing at the shows and take pictures. So it was a Chevy Wood show at Mr. Small's. Like somehow I finessed my way in there with this camera. I finessed my way in there with this camera. I'm taking pictures of like Chevy and all the rappers and I'm just back there and like people were seeing me back there like, yo, how you get back there? You do this, you're a cameraman. So for like the first 2 months of this situation, I was like a low-key cameraman.
You were pretending to be a cameraman.
Dumb pretending to be.
Yeah, bro, I take photos.
Yeah, bro.
Hire me. Check me out.
Literally was pretending to take photos.
Fake it till you make it.
Yeah, bro, literally. And then I started being around so much,
people started noticing you.
Yeah, and then like I started going out with like Ryan, that's DJ Afterthought. I started going out with him like out of town.
As what though? As like a manager?
Like just like a road manager, assistant. Like
like whatever
like,
really.
Whatever could give you some dough to do for real.
Yeah.
But so at this point now I'm going so I'm done with that fake cameraman stuff. And I link with like I said, I link with him. We going out of town. Like we going everywhere. We're going cities. We going big shows. Like
DJ Afterthought, for anyone that doesn't know who that is, he's a DJ / rapper from Pittsburgh. Yeah. He was in Nashville for a minute, and he's moving back now.
Yeah.
But he's blowing up now for sure.
Yeah. So
he's also Riff Raff's DJ. Yeah, Riff Raff.
Yeah, so I'm there like with them, I'm traveling like, and at this point I'm meeting a lot of people, I'm meeting a lot of people, but I'm rekindling like relationships with like older people, like I say, like Chevy and like
established people,
and like people more established than I am in this field, So I'm linking with more of these people, and it's a lot of positive feedback.
Yeah,
they're helping
whoever
me.
You surround yourself with.
Yeah, So fast forward like forward. I'm like, I didn't get out the music situation.
Yeah,
but it was like kind of like it was fun, but it's like you got your heart got to be in something.
Yeah, for sure.
Saying? Your heart, my heart really wasn't into it. Like I'm more of a like when I'm growing up, I always wanted to be an actor.
Yeah, you want to be involved rather than just be like behind the scenes.
Like sitting on the bench,
Yeah, exactly. That's the same way with me. I want a peacock. I got to be outside. I got to be like. That's why I like being involved with everything. Like I like, and it's not even necessarily about it being about me. It's just like
hands on. Like
I want it to be my product.
Yeah. That's
what
more.
It's the same thing. You want you want it to be yours.
Yeah, and I also feel like too. I have like some type of talent in like comedy. You know what I'm saying? It's like because just the way I look at the world, I know I got a little gift to make people laugh because I don't see.
You're a glass half full guy.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure it out.
I like to think of myself as that too. Like I try to find the good in everything.
Yeah, because. You just can't be like, oh, this shit sucks. We know it sucks. That's proven. Yeah. If you stub your toe, that shit sucks.
Yeah, so you got to make the best of it.
Yeah, like that's you.
I'm guilty of that too. Like I'm guilty of being miserable. Like I'm definitely a miserable person, but like I do try to make the best of things. Like stuff is shitty, like
shitty as hell.
yeah, and it's just like you got to try to make the best of it. That's the only way you could even fucking say it. Like nothing is sugar coated in the world. Like the world ain't waiting around. It ain't gonna like spare you
At
like,
all.
and it's just you got to make the most of the time we have on this fucking place.
And that's why I make those videos, man, because
Yeah.
it's like I'm big on like I said, we watch movies a lot, but like we come from an era like more sitcoms.
Yeah,
Like watching a sitcom, and like a sitcom used to take place in like one setting, and it was acting, and they made you believe it, and it was funny.
yeah, it was just on a sound stage, but
Yeah.
it was like a whole story.
That's
It's
what I
like
mean.
Full House was in a whole fucking house. It was just like a front of like a board.
And exactly that's what and that's what I look at my Instagram like, yo. That's what I look at it like as a big sitcom. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
it's all potential.
Yeah. Like, yo, I want somebody to be able to pull up and be like, oh, damn, this episode was crazy. And
Yeah.
then watch this and be like, yo, that had me cracking up. You know?
Yeah, and like you put out these funny videos and like you do stuff with like other people around the city. And like I said before, like you're very well known throughout the city. Like just by like same way like I'm even known at all is just like being around people, being at
Yeah.
places, and it's
And
just
positive energy.
yeah,
like,
it's just networking with
Yeah,
people. Like
letting
I met
people
you
know
through
you're
an
a
event
person.
at Threads,
Yeah.
and it's just like I could immediately tell that you're like a fun, like funny
Yeah.
person. Like you're not like some people are just fucking like they don't want to
Miserable,
talk,
bro.
they just don't want to open up, they don't want to be like they don't want to joke around. Like
Not at
they're
all.
too serious, and like why be so fucking serious? Like don't take it too seriously. We're all gonna fucking die.
Eventually.
Yeah, and it's
there's
just like
no other way.
no one's
around
gonna
it.
get out alive. And like you were just a funny dude. You were good people always come around the store, and usually everyone that comes through the store is good people.
Yeah.
It's like we are fortunate enough to have like a good response from the whole city to
Yeah,
what we try to do.
Cause I used to just come in there and didn't even bash.
Yeah,
stuff.
just like every
come
day,
and
just come in and
chill,
say,
like,
"What's
yo,
up?"
Walking past, you know.
Yeah.
Just because it's like I think who I was talking to today. I think I was talking to Art. Yeah, I was talking to Art today, and I was just like, yo, some people like let too many relationships go. Like, you know, some people. Like, I'm a person, I pride myself on relationships. Like, I like to have lasting relationships with people.
Yeah.
You know, like no fly-by-night situation. You
Yeah,
know?
real people.
Yeah, and
It's like if you're real, I am gonna actively, try to keep in touch with you and
Exactly.
like support what you do what you do. Like whenever you put out like these videos and things like that, it's like I'm not always like scrolling through things, but like I try to do things to like support. It's
Yeah.
like we all try to give back and like support each other because like it's not really a competition. Like
not at all,
it's just
man.
all like it's like we're all just trying to do the same thing. We're just trying to make some shit happen.
Yeah, that's what I look at it too, man. Like, any way I can help people, and that's usually like where I get my good graces from because,
Yeah.
like, if somebody asks me to do something, I'm not one of those people that's want to like fake it, like, because I know where that got me, and I had to go to the military. So
Yeah.
my thing now is just keeping it real. If I can't do it,
100%
I just
honest
like,
with
I
you.
can't do it.
If
you
you're
know?
if you're 100% honest, you never have to tell a lie. If
Exactly.
you never have to tell a lie, you never have to remember anything. It's just
Exactly.
like, I mean, people think I'm too cold sometimes, but it's not even about that. It's just like I'm not wasting fucking time just beating around the
15
bush. Like
minutes, 10 seconds,
yeah, it's just
whatever
like
it is.
it's like I'll tell you like if I like this, if I don't like this, my friends will be like, "Oh, come out to the bar." Like I don't drink or anything, so I'm just like, "No." Like,
Yeah.
"Oh, why not?" I don't want to. Like I don't want to go
Waste my
sit in a
time.
fucking bar. And I talk about that all the time on here. It's just like I am my own person, and I'm just gonna be how I want to be. And if people don't want to fucking listen to what I want to say or like the way I want to be, like if people don't want that, then like I don't want those people to listen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like who gives a fuck about them?
Yeah, like that's how I am with the comedy and like the things I do. Like I tell you, I thread the line a lot in the things I do, but it's just because like it's no ill will behind it. If it's meant to make you laugh, why should it make you cry? You know, so i.e. like so let's just say if God forbid I fucking stepped on an ant or something, but in the nature I did it was to make you laugh. Why are you crying? You know, so I'm not going to take it to heart like, oh shit, I should never did that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like, bro, my intentions were good.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
So
Your intentions are good. It's like you're not doing this. You have no ill will.
Like I didn't step on the ant like die, you motherfucker. I'm like, unfortunately, you had to die for this, but bro,
Yeah.
you'll live on forever in this.
That's
skit,
understandable.
bro.
I mean, that's understandable. It's
And so-
definitely. I mean, I don't know. You could tell the people that are similar.
Then this is the big thing. I got shot though. So I got shot.
What?
Yeah, I got shot. Like August, maybe. What year is it? 2016. So like no, August 2015.
You got shot in 2015?
Yeah.
Where is this?
It was in Southside, Mount Oliver.
Really?
Yeah.
How many times? Once?
Four times.
You got shot 4 times.
Yeah, my arm, my stomach, and my chest, and my butt cheek. My butt cheek.
Holy shit.
But after that, I was like, yo, I made it through that. And then I'm like, yeah, I'm here for a reason. I'm about to really actually do what I want to do. Like, because I could have died that day.
Yeah, like
you,
were you close to death?
Yeah. I had like a collapsed lung and shit.
Jesus Christ.
That's what I'm saying. I was so close. I was so close to the end. It's like, yo, I started thinking like, damn, if I died, I ain't get to do this. I don't get to do that. I ain't get to do this. So now I come back and it's like, yo, I need to do this shit now while I'm here, you know? So that's why the comedy shit went crazy, because now it's like, yo, this is my life. Because if anybody comment negative shit, like, it's like, you wasn't laying next to me when I was about to check out.
You don't know where the fuck I've been.
Yeah, and when I was laying next to me, you was probably doing something else. So therefore, you don't get to dictate what I do. Next time I get shot, when I get shot 4 times, you come tell the dude shoot you, and 2, and lay next to me, and then you got to say so on what I'm going to go and do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So therefore, that's when when I got shot, that's when it clicked. Like, yo, fuck what people think, bro. Do you? You almost died by yourself.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So fuck what people think. So now I'm like that. Like, it's just, if I want to wake up and make a skit about,
you're gonna do it.
I'm gonna just wake up and make a skit.
No one is gonna say anything about it.
Exactly. You know, and unfortunately, I had to go through that traumatic event.
What the fuck happened? Like, you found out who people? Did you find out who it was?
Oh yeah, it was like maybe a self-defense situation. Like, so the dude was like a crazy dude. I was arguing like with this little dude. Not even arguing, but that's the way the news portrays. So we'll go ahead and say that.
Yeah.
So I was arguing with this little dude, and he hit my car with a ball. You know, so
ball.
Yeah, basketball. So I'm like, so my thing to me, you know me, I'm like, yo, so why don't you go play at that ball down the street? You know what I'm saying? There's too many cars right here. Obviously, if you hit my car, this ain't a good place to play. So he was like maybe 12, 11. He like, yo, I don't gotta go. Like, little white dude, like, I don't gotta go nowhere. I'm playing right here. Da, 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 da. I'm like, all right, bro, bet. Just don't hit my car again. Like, so I just left. So I seen him the next day or whatnot. So he's with this older dude, like maybe like 30 something. He's with this older dude. They come over like with some tough shit, like just being real aggressive. You know what I mean? Like around me, like not saying nothing to me, but like, you know, just
like swelling up. Like you could tell
like,
that
like they like saying shit, looking, and so I'm like, all right, cool. So dude come over like, yo, why you keep blaming him for hitting your car? I was like, bro, what you mean keep blaming him? I'm like, yo, I blamed him one time. He said it wasn't him. I told him to go down the street. That was the end. So I don't keep blaming him. He like, well, he said it wasn't him. Don't ask him again. I'm like, bro, like, all right, bet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, cool. Like, then he kept like getting more like, fuck you, da, da, da. He don't gotta go nowhere.
Yeah, like
so
being.
I'm like, oh man, he one of these type guys. So then he pushed me and shit. So when he pushed me, I go to push him back and shit, and he just pulled the gun out and then start shooting.
Really?
Yeah, and then after he shot me, he called the cops and said he was defending himself.
Jesus
so they actually
Christ.
let him out. They actually let him go right on the spot, and then had to rearrest him like a week later when witnesses came forward type shit.
Holy shit. Is he still in jail?
Yeah. He probably got like 7 more years. He got
Wow.
like 10 years, I believe.
That is insane.
Yeah.
And whenever you got shot, were you like conscious?
Yeah. I ain't pass out until I had the surgery, until I got to the hospital. They took me to Mercy, and that's when I didn't even pass out. They put me to sleep. But I was up through the whole thing.
I mean, like, were you like in shock? Was it painful?
I ain't feel it. Everybody asked me that. I ain't feel it. Like, I ain't feel it, but like literally what happened, when I tell people the story, they always think I'm lying, but like, so I got shot in my arm, my leg. I got shot in my arm, like right here, my butt cheek, like my stomach, and like right here.
Yeah.
So when I got shot, like I was telling the people, because it was like daytime, like 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
It was like 5 o'clock. I got shot. Like all my neighbors came out because like I was cool, you know.
Yeah, people
like,
probably knew you.
Like, all my neighbors came out like, oh my God and shit. Like my neighbor came out like, with a bat and shit, trying to go after the dude.
Oh, really?
And she was a little old lady, like old white lady, maybe like 60. Came
Wow.
out with a bat about to go in, like. But I was telling the people, like, I told them to tie my leg off and shit. I'm like, yo, tie my leg above the gunshot wound.
Oh, because you knew all this shit because you were in the military.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm like, yo, tie
yeah.
my gunshot. They tied it. I'm like, sit me up and shit. I'm like, yo, give me some water. Don't let me go to sleep. I'm like, if I pass out, just keep like me conscious until the cops come and all that shit. And then like when I got in the ambulance, like this true story. I got in the ambulance and shit. I never seen the ambulance lady. Like I'm telling her, like, yeah, ma'am. She's like, how you feel? I'm like, I'm cool, ma'am. Da 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 da. She's like, why is chargers and shit tied on you? She ain't say shit. She's like, why is chargers and stuff tied on? I'm like, ma'am, I tried to tell him like to keep the bleeding down. Da da da. She's like, you don't have to say, ma'am. I'm like, it's cool, ma'am. I'm like, could you please drive fast because it hurt a little bit? She's like, you are the most nicest gunshot victim I ever met.
Oh, wow.
So I left. So the next day she was like, she came in my room like crying, like, I just wanted to make sure you made it because I was praying for you. Like, please don't die because I was like, dang, yo, because literally something took over me. I was on my shit, like, yeah, like on some real life, like, I don't know
like,
who that dude.
like last second, like do or die shit.
Yeah, like to sit me up, like I'm telling people around me, like, stop panicking, like, like hold me up, like go get the charger, like,
well, I mean,
give
like,
me some water, give me some napkins, like
that. I mean, it's
like,
definitely
give me some,
different.
like-
I mean, like you were definitely you were submersed in this shit, so that's probably second nature to you. It's like you were taught to if your boy was right next to you gets shot in the fucking chest, like you got to know what to do and still be able to fucking handle yourself.
Yeah,
but like for anyone else, like we have no idea what to do. The closest thing I ever came to being in a life or death situation is, I swear to God on everything in my life that this is true. People that listen to this podcast know it is as well. Me and four of my friends went to Ocean City about 3 years ago, and so listen to this. Me and my friends, and they all just get obliterated, hammered, pissy, drunk, and I don't drink. I'm pretty sober. Like I just chill, and we're sitting there, and after a night of them all fucked up, and they got me to drink, like I get up in the morning, I'm all fucked up still, and then everyone's still all fucked up. We go to this random place on Ocean City Boardwalk to eat breakfast. It looked like straight up the Haunted Mansion. It was like a hotel. No clue why we even went there. It was like just a weird vibe in the beginning. Everyone orders their food. My buddy sitting right next to me to the left. I was on the end. It was a 3-person table and a 3-person table, or 3 side. I was all the way to the right. He was in the middle to my left. And he got his food first, and I got my food. Immediately, my food was trash. All right. It was just I had like a blue crab omelet. My dude next to me got this incredible looking French toast. His name is Corey. He took a bite of this French toast and immediately started to like really choke. And the reason I know he was really choking is because he wasn't making any noises. That's how you know that people were really choking. And he was like, doing the universal sign, as they call it, like holding his throat. And like, I didn't know what to do. I was like, dude, do you need me to do this? And he was like shaking his head yes. And I was like, oh shit. So I immediately, like second nature, just got behind him, popped this fucking
like you've been
pancake out of his throat. The only reason I even knew what to do though is because I was in Boy Scouts for like 10 years. But I don't know, dude. It was so weird because it was like a second. I didn't even think about it. I just dove out behind him and just like jumped on him. And like the rest of my friends that are all hungover just like looking like, what the fuck just happened? And like there's a whole family of like these crazy ass, like this wild family next to us didn't speak English, and like this other family, and like all these people were just like, what the fuck just happened in here? Dude, I felt so weird that I felt like I was gonna throw up because I was so worked up. So I went to the bathroom and I was just like looking at myself in the mirror, like breathing, and then I was just cool. But like that was the closest, that was the most intense I've ever felt in my entire life.
But you was probably also thinking about like, what happened if I didn't get this damn pancake out?
Yeah,
That's
dude.
the
I was
worst shit
like,
to think of.
what if he wouldn't have been able to cough this up? Like he would have fucking died.
Yeah, and that's what gets you the most.
Yeah,
when
you're
you
like,
know the
because at first my hands were too high on his stomach. They were like right below his ribs, and they got to be like a little bit above your belly button because
Like
I don't
a
know.
fist, right?
Like I don't know why I was thinking about it, but whenever you're doing like CPR, if someone's laying down, you put your like almost like the California like yeah dude sign, like the pinky and the thumb. You put that up from the belly button, and that's like somewhat of the area to press
'Cause
while
it's
you're doing
higher than
CPR.
the choke
Yeah,
and shit.
till the choke and shit. And I was thinking of that whenever I was doing the Heimlich, but then he he was like it wasn't working, so I put my arms down, and then immediately he like fucking puked on my arm, kind of. But
because you actually
you like push it, so it's like
people think
vomiting.
you're actually like you're fucking making everything go up that tube.
Yeah, you're like
thing.
you're like making him gag
Yeah.
and vomit, so it like pushes it out of his throat.
That's crazy because like them like, but see, it's like
It was the wildest I've ever
life
felt
and
in
death
my life.
situation. Like we always say, it can't happen to us, and then it happens to us.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you have to
Be ready.
Yeah, because like that could be anyone, and like that's you never in your life think that you're ever gonna do that. So we're all fucking hungover, and of course it happens then, and I'm just like Jesus. So
You still was scared,
and
though.
that was the next day. Oh, I was terrified, and that was the second day out of like 5 days. So like the whole weekend, it's just a running joke. Like we would just walk past that place and give ourselves a side of the cross. We still laugh about it all the time. Like
I mean, because now it's cool. Like fuck it, didn't go the other way.
Yeah, it didn't go the other way, and it's like I'll get a Snapchat from him with like pancakes and be like about to die right now, or so good about to die right now.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was weird, but obviously it wasn't as weird as being in fucking Iraq shooting and getting shot at and getting shot and fucking I don't know.
Action life.
That's
man.
wild, dude. I didn't know that you were like that. So I know that you're a very big video game player. Do you think that your experience in the military helps you play video games?
Yeah, it does actually, just because the attention to detail is everything.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't like do those small things. Like,
I feel like that your mind would be programmed to be like you said. What did you say?
Hypervigilant.
Hypervigilant. Like always aware. Like almost like tweaking. Like
yeah, it's like it's crazy because like I play like obviously like Call of Duty and shit, but like I play like PUBG, like it's player battleground. I know, a little 100-man deathmatch. But like when we play, my homies call me like the Houdini of PUBG because
are you good at video games?
Like I'm good at, I wouldn't say like video games like in per se, but I'm good at like I got good stick skills. Like I can maneuver a controller good.
Yeah.
So once I know the objective,
once you have a second, you could like kind of pick it up
and I do a lot of Google and like I do a lot of YouTube. Like
to figure out shit.
Yeah, so like when I play PUBG, when it's a new update, like I actually go on YouTube.
So you learn about it. That's what my buddy Dylan does. Like whenever all this shit came out for Call of Duty, like I don't play video games. I never really did, but I bought Call of Duty because that's like my friends play video games. So for me to be able to hang out with them,
play
it's
Call
like
of Duty.
you have to like because like I find it fun. I'm trash at it though, so I get pissed. But I fucking listen to them talk, and they're like, "Oh, there's a fucking gun over in this room here," and I'm just like, "How the fuck you even know this?" And that, and like my buddy Dylan was seriously like addicted to it, like just like literally reading and like knowing everything. And he's one of them dudes that like he plays a video game to 100% completion. He has to get all the achievements,
and crown it. Yeah,
bro, I was never like that. Piss in the wind. I don't want nothing to do with that.
See, I'm not a crown. I don't like the crown games. I'm more of a competitive game. Like I play like more against people. Like so, 2K.
See, he don't play. He don't play like any sport games. He's like he plays like I know he plays like Call of Duty and shit. And there's another I can't remember whatever the fucking game he plays. I'm not a gamer, as you could tell, but yeah, that's fucking insane, man.
Yeah, it do. I do like it do give me a little edge on that in the game just to like think outside the box.
Yeah,
you know
I
what
bet.
I'm saying?
I bet you could think a little bit.
Yeah, definitely outside the box on that on a video game aspect. But video games for me now is more of a decompressor though.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Just to take
a way to get away from everything.
Yeah, just to escape real quick. Actually immerse myself in it and be like, all right. Fuck it, let me get away real quick.
Yeah,
this little digital getaway.
So let me rewind back real quick. Whenever you were on tour with Afterthought doing all this music, you met a bunch of people, and I know that you met Riff Raff, and you were like his meet and greet manager or something. Or
like I used to like it's not even like see titles when you get in there as titles is just like
whatever you were like you helped him out.
No, I just like I was there. I used to like. Basically hold the phones for when people take pictures, tell them like, all right, no flash.
Yeah.
Hold the phones. Like I used to sell merch for them.
What's he like?
Shit, just what you see on TV.
Yeah. Is he like that for real?
Yeah.
I bet.
Yeah, like
He's one of the most interesting people out nowadays.
yeah.
Very, very wild. Who else? Did you meet anyone else? Like, I mean, like, obviously, you know, a bunch of people in like Taylor Gang. Like you're around a bunch of different people that are, like you said, well connected and well established in the city. It's like you have a good surrounding team around you.
Yeah, but I still get like I don't know. Like I met Wiz before, like, but it's like I still get nervous. Like you feel me?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like,
because it's like I've listened to his music for hours and hours. It's just
like, bruh,
that shit means stuff to you.
like, bro, we went to his house, all right, to do like this little interview. So we go to his house, like we go to Wiz's house. We pull up, we go in, and like first we go in, it's like, all right, so I guess it's his mom's house now. It's like his old house before he used to live in Pittsburgh, I guess. Like, so we go there, we pull up, we walk in. It's this huge picture, like a huge picture of him up there, like on the wall. And like, bro, it's just like when you if you would be like, yo, there, yeah, this is his crib.
It's like cribs.
Yeah, like,
It's like,
bro, we get in there, we sit down, like, I'm like, can I roll up? He's like, no, y'all can smoke with me. I'm like, I got pre-rolls. I'm like, yo, like,
yeah, it's probably wild.
I'm like, yo, like, this is crazy. Like, this is actually what I thought your crib was gonna be like. Like,
Yeah.
just pull up. But the whole time I'm nervous. Like, I'm nervous as hell. Like, we sat on the couch like this. We sat on the couch. The presence of certain people is
you're in the presence of greatness.
yeah, it's
to some
very
extent
strong,
you really are.
bro. Like,
it's like that's someone from our city who is like really who made it. Like that dude can really
Yeah.
say that he made it. Like he ain't just got a little buzz. Like that dude has had, I mean, he's just as big as people like fucking Justin Bieber and shit.
yeah,
It's just like his music, like that "See You Again" song.
yeah.
That set like probably one of the biggest records out there. It's
Yeah,
it's just wild.
That you tell no lies there.
And I feel like you could feel that, like, whenever you're around people,
Extra.
like even the people that come around the city, that come around Threads now, that are catching a buzz, like Hardo, like Jimmy Wapo, like all that. Like you could tell that these people are like meant for like something else. Like that they're like you could feel it from them.
them is the homies, man. Like,
Yeah.
like those people I crossed paths with in my journey as well. Like I said, fucking Mac, Hardo.
Yeah,
like,
I know. Now
Wapo.
you're around everyone as well.
But it's like, bro, these people are pivotal to me in my will to win.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The more I'm around them, and I'm sitting there like, yo,
You are with who you surround
Yeah,
yourself
like,
with.
I'm like,
If
yo,
you surround, if you're with people that are just like fucking just being bums, you're gonna be a bum.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So more and more, that's why I keep saying it's the universe making me do this. Like,
Yeah.
not making me do this, but it's like,
Allowing me to
Yeah,
to come
just-
into the opportunities to walk through them doors.
exactly. So
Man,
every little interaction I have with people, I cherish it. and,
yeah,
like,
that's how I feel, man.
I
It's just
keep
like
it, and
you could learn something from everyone.
heck shit, bro.
And-
You could,
and
if you
you-
take the time.
Yeah, you just take that. But people nowadays, like they're all stuck on their phone, and in their phone, like people are afraid to have like a conversation like we're having right now, and that's
Yeah.
that's the main reason that I started this fucking podcast. And which brings me to my next point. You're involved with a podcast yourself.
Yeah.
So you're involved with the Burgh Boyz.
Mm-hmm.
The Burgh Boyz is explain what this is.
Okay, so the Burgh Boyz is like it's like a podcast that DJ Spills and DJ Motors started, and it was to bring light on the city and like the creative side on the city. You know, because if you really go back in time, we had different types of like things that outline the city, like certain blogs.
Yeah.
But we never had a podcast for that type of situation.
Yeah.
So Motor and Spills wanted
Like
to
a
start
music, like music-driven artists.
yeah, something like we don't want to put ourselves in a box for just music. So
Yeah.
like anything creative in Pittsburgh, you know what I mean? So they created that, and I went to the first taping. I wasn't even supposed to be a part of the Burgh Boyz, bro. Like,
Yeah.
but that's just what I do. Like, I just invite myself places,
And the world gives you them
like,
opportunities.
the world works. Like, I invited myself. They said, "Yo, we about to tape the first episode of the Burgh Boyz." I'm like, "Yo, I'm coming," and they're like, "All right, cool." You know, so I go.
More the merrier.
Pull up to the Burgh Boyz. I sit on the couch. I'm smoking. You know what I mean? They had Palermo Stone and JKJ on there, you know. So I pull up. I'm smoking. I ain't bothering nobody. You know, but I'm passing the smoke around and shit. You know, long story short, episode happens. They like, yo, you want to just be on the Burgh Boyz? Because that shit was dope. I'm like, all right, bet.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm on the Burgh Boyz. And then it's like, yo, you want to actually have a mic and start talking and shit? I'm like, all right, cool. And then it went to like,
Yeah, because you're a funny ass dude. Like you're a good talker.
Yeah,
like
bro.
you're a smooth talker to people. Like
and then he like, you want to just have your own segment? I'm like, fuck it. So I do like Kush Time with Flack.
Kush Time with Flack. And what's
Yeah.
that?
It's like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I get this little like it's the intro music is a Temptations Imagination.
Okay.
You know, so
That's a good song.
yeah, so I get this little accent, like a little old head accent. It's like I'm an old school player. I'm trying to. What's crazy is the song gets me in mode. I'm trying to get it for you, but
No, it's all right.
No, I'm
No.
just saying that's crazy how the song gets me in mode.
I want people to go over and listen to their
but
show.
so I do it for 15 minutes. You know, I roll up, I smoke my backwood. We got an intro on it.
Yeah.
So usually they ask me the flavor I'm smoking in a day, and I tell them, you know, what it is. And then it's just smoke driven for me. You know, usually I tell them it's more so me venting about my week and
Yeah.
like my
Just kind of, you know, making
yeah,
it funny, like lighthearted talk.
basically. And then I had a guest on it. You know, I let them tell a different side of them, not the music side, like
Yeah,
more
yeah, something else.
the creative side. Like give me something they don't know type shit. That's
Yeah.
what Kush Time is. All
What's something that I don't know about you? Like, what's a hidden talent you have? Anything?
I mean, you got them all out. Like the military, like that's the big one. Nobody.
Yeah,
really
no, but
knows
I'm
about.
talking about random ass shit. Like,
Oh,
is there
ran-
like random, like me, like I could do a fucking Rubik's cube, like that's random as hell. Like I could fucking, I blew fire. Like you ever see them people that blow fire out?
Yeah.
I could do that. Like,
For real?
bro, I do so much weird shit that like so people always say that like my close friends, they see me that I always like start doing something and like I might pass over it, but like it's not because like I'm not dedicated to like finishing something. It's because like I just need to try everything out and I'll know what I'm good at. But like I just need to try everything out. Like that comedy shit, like I wanted to do that shit for my entire life. I did it. I was all right at it, and like I'm just pursuing it. I'm trying to make shit happen there. But like I've done all kinds of random shit. This podcast, like
Yeah,
I'm good at
I'm
this.
trying
Like that's why I keep
think.
doing this. But yeah, I don't know. It's just it's interesting. It's cool that you guys do that. Like I obviously have a similar type of like a feel. Like I was telling you before we started, I just started this to give people a spotlight that don't usually have a spotlight. It's
Yeah.
like everyone has an interesting life. Like your fucking life is interesting. And it's like some people like they don't think that their life is interesting to anyone else, but like that's not true. Like
See, I
people
get
that
that
listen
way.
to podcasts,
I get that way.
like I mean, like I don't know, maybe I'm a one-off person, but I really doubt it. Like there's so many podcasts out now that are so successful, so different, so like there's things like have you ever listened to Mark Maron's podcast?
More like what is that? What it's called?
Mark Maron is do you know who that is?
Is it in Pittsburgh? Right?
No, Mark Maron
I
is
thought you said like Mark Madden.
no, Mark Madden is a radio show, but he has a podcast. It's his radio show, but just recorded. Mark Maron is like what I strive to be.
Okay.
So Mark Maron is he was one of the godfathers of podcasting. He was one of the originators, but he's like an actor. He writes. He has a show called Maron that's on like FX. Do you know what that show Glow is?
Glow.
Yeah, it's on Netflix. I don't know. He's on that. He's been on a bunch of shit, but he was like a cokehead back then, and like typical like 70s rocker lifestyle. But now he has one of the longest running and most like influential podcasts out. Fucking President Obama was on his podcast.
For real?
Dude, he recorded his podcast just in his garage, his random garage at his house, and he had the fucking president. The president flew there to go on his podcast. That's how like big podcasting is becoming. And like I was telling you before, like I did one 4 years ago, like, and that was before anyone here like really did one. And Mark Maron did one 6 years before that. So like he was before he even really had an audience. So that's like how crazy it is to think about, because now it's almost like a saturated field. Everyone has a podcast. Everyone like has their own voice, but like for someone that's been doing it for like 10, 12 years, like him and Joe Rogan and Adam Carolla are probably the longest running podcasters out there. But he just brings people in and he talks to people and just really gets down to their life. Like, how did you get to where you were? And that's what I find most interesting. Like I said before, I see you in threads, you come through and I know who you are as like basically just off of your social media and like our interactions, but like I don't know what you were like back in the day. I don't know why you went to the military. I don't know like your thoughts of
backstory.
Yeah, and it's super interesting. Like I'm sure people will listen to this that know you well, that learn new things about you.
Yeah, because I'm a reserved person, bro. I don't really talk about everything. You know,
Yeah.
I usually only I do the comedy because it's like an outlet for me.
Yeah,
know?
but it's not really too personal where
No,
you're
not
like
at
getting
all.
into your like life.
Yeah, I'm not one of those people that look at the camera and be like, okay, so like I'm not a vlogger. Like,
I hate that. I cannot do that.
Yeah,
dude.
I'm more of a
I'm not into that comedy at all.
like I'm more of a
Just a quick sketch,
yeah,
like
yeah. I look up to people like Dave Chappelle.
yeah, absolutely.
Like Will
Chappelle
Ferrell and
show.
shit.
It's like,
Like,
all those like. I mean,
fucking,
I just like making people laugh. Like
Will
I was
Ferrell
always.
might be my favorite though.
Yeah, Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
See, like growing up, we're both real big into movies. My aunt and uncle owned a movie store, so like it was always like I was tapped in early. It's like I always had access to it, so I would be watching all kinds of movies, and it always like comedies like always stuck out to me.
Go-to.
Yeah, and like I always my first things I remember is like like Major Payne, like Animal House,
Tommy
Billy
Boy
Madison,
and shit.
Tommy Boy, like all those like all those movies, and
Because comedy was like huge.
Yeah.
It died down. Now it's on a comeback.
yeah, it's definitely on the comeback.
It died down for a minute. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it
Like,
absolutely. After all the good Adam
Yeah.
Sandler movies and
like
everything,
you figure Will Smith got out of it.
Yeah.
Fucking, like you said, Adam Sandler. Fucking
Will
Tommy
Smith
Boy
is
died.
suspect to me.
What's Adam?
Chris Farley.
Yeah, Chris Farley died.
R.I.P.
Fucking-
to the GOAT.
Yeah, so we was at an awkward time with that comedy. Dave Chappelle was on his hiatus.
Yeah.
Chris Tucker didn't want to do the weed shit no more. Comedy.
Yeah.
So comedy was at a crazy ass little stop, and then music
Yeah,
was,
and
it's
music
back.
was taking over, and like now comedy is definitely making a resurgence.
Definitely.
But I always liked making people laugh, and like I was a fat kid in school, so like my friends and shit. I always say it, like my friends who were like skinny and like always in shape and everything, like they didn't have to fucking work for girls. You know what I mean?
I had
like,
to earn them.
Yeah, like I had to fucking charm girls. Like I had to talk to girls and like rely on my personality.
Earn you a date.
And you know what's so fucked up about that is like the only way to do that is by treading the line of the friend zone.
Mm-hmm.
And that's such a fine line, especially for a portly fellow like myself without a good balance. You fall into that friend
White
zone.
work.
You fall into that friend zone so easily and so quickly. And it's just like I had to find my way. And that's like, I always relied on like trying to be like funny and trying to be like goofy. Like I wore fucking suit jackets and carried suitcases in high school and like,
See, I can see you doing that.
you know,
shit.
like weird ass shit. Like I always drove like funny ass cars. Like I had this, like I got a funny ass car now, but I have always been myself. Like I might have changed and like went through different phases, but like I always just do things because it was me, and those are the people that I like.
Best way to be, man. That's
That's
best.
it. Fuck everyone else.
Yeah, that's the best way to be, man. That's how I look at it. That's how I look at it too, man. When you say back to the comedy, like sometimes I'll just get up and be like, you know, I'm about to just make me something real quick because I
Yeah.
got laugh. Because like I want to laugh, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, I
it's
do a
just
lot of
like-
my comedy shit. People don't know. I do a lot of it to me. Like I watch that shit over and over before I actually post it. Like,
Yeah,
and
it's-
just cry
Because it's
crack
funny.
up. Yeah,
It's
bro.
like,
like
I think the shit that I talk about is funny, and that's how you know that you are being real about it. Because like if you're writing comedy, like for me, whenever I write comedy, I don't think about what other people want to
Yeah.
laugh about. I think about what I think is funny. Because like comedy is just, that's your outlet to be able to find the weirdos like yourself who think of like the weird ass shit that you think of, like driving in your car, like you like just. Sometimes I'll be driving in my car and just start laughing at myself for no
Swear.
reason, just thinking about random ass shit.
like thinking about like when I make something now, my rule is
Talking to that mic,
Oh, my bad.
you're good.
When I make something, my
Yeah.
rule is it got to like make me laugh. Like you know how hard it is to make yourself laugh.
Yeah, because
you're
you're waiting for
you
it.
know what's coming. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So like I put this little video out. It was me cracking up, and like people question a lot of videos I do. Like the funny one, people was like, "Yo, is that really you laughing, bro?" Like I'm like, "Bro, that's a real response." Like they like, "Bro, how did you get the camera out and be able to capture a real response?" It's like, no, I was watching the video. This shit was so funny. I had the phone like that. I just heard it and put the camera on because in the middle of me laughing, like
Yeah.
I do a lot of shit like crying and shit. People like, yo, is that real tears? Like, yeah, bro. Like, I control my body, nigga. I want to make myself cry. I could be like, yo, I'm crying. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like yeah, it's a real emotion.
So what's your what's the next move for you? Like what do you want? Like, what do you want out of this life?
Me, honestly, I just want to actually get to a bigger platform with this comedy. Like, when I say bigger platform, I mean like maybe like some Saturday Night Live situation.
Yeah, you like doing like an acting, like rehearsed, like writing.
Yeah, like skits, like anything skits. So like I said, if I ever had the opportunity
improv
to do like
stuff
a
too.
Key and Peele type situation, like if I get my own little Key and Peele type situation, like even if I got to do my own little Dave Chappelle, like Saturday Night Live, you know, something is more like whose line is it anyway? Like,
oh, dude, me and my wife just started. We found it on Hulu.
Oh, for real?
But it's only the European one, but they have the same
Wayne
guests.
Brady?
Yeah, they still have Wayne Brady and like Colin and like. It's still hilarious, but I wish I had the Drew Carey one on there too.
But
that was my dude.
Saying, man, that's my end goal, man. Actually pursuing it and actually doing it in like on a bigger stage, you know, like in the big times. You know?
For sure.
I would be lying if I say I'm cool just doing it just like this.
Yeah, if you're gonna get wet, you might as well go swimming.
Yeah, I'm trying to Saturday Night Live. Like I'm like that's just the little maturity in me. That's why I keep saying Saturday Night Live, because for a comedian or a sketch artist like to get on Saturday Night Live, that's like for a rapper to get on like BT or MTV type. You know what I mean? Like, it's Saturday Night Live, bro.
Saturday Night Live is falling off.
I mean, it is falling off, but
falling off crazy.
But it's still like
I just hate how everything is all political nowadays.
But
everything.
it's still a place you gotta start. Everybody,
I get it.
I
get it. I get that.
Eddie Murphy was on that thing.
I mean, so many people were on there, but it's just like so many people were doing so much like awesome shit, because like we have these like
our talents,
these fucking
nowadays.
Computers in our hands, but like you said, it's a double-edged sword, because you got people like these fucking little kids that are making vlogs that are just like not funny
at all,
and that are making millions.
Yeah.
And it's just because people could follow them, and it sucks because like people that are actually funny, like you know, fucking,
it's crazy. Like, I think of the shit you're saying right now, I go through every day. Like, bro, like somebody will get like
we're like-minded people. That's why I wanted to talk about this.
Somebody will get massive likes for fucking
something stupid.
Yeah, and I'm like, yo,
you're just like this shit ain't even funny. You didn't even think about anything.
Did I put out some shit like, bro?
Do you know
like,
who Chris D'Elia is?
Who?
Chris D'Elia?
No,
bro. He looks like the human form of an ostrich, but he is probably one of the funniest people working today. I'm gonna put you on I'm gonna put you on some shit after this. I wanted to ask you though. I know you said Dave Chappelle and like Key and Peele and shit, but like, who was like your first? Like, what was your first like exposure to comedy? Like was it movies? Like I said, my shit was like Billy Madison and like all those movies.
No, my first experience comedy was like how I knew it was it, because how I knew that's what I wanted to do.
No, I'm talking about how did you know of it? Like, how did you even start like hearing it? Like,
the first thing I used to sneak up at. I used to go to. My mom used to tell me to go to sleep. I used to stay up late at night, and Comic View on BT used to come on.
Oh, okay.
Comic View is like a little stand up, and it was amateur artists, kind of like what you do.
Yeah.
But it was like televised. So amateur artists used to come on Comic View. It used to come on at like 12 at night. Like, it was the amateur hour, 12 at night for half an hour. Like Martin was on it.
Oh, I love all them old stand-ups.
That's what I'm saying. And I was watching that, and I'm like maybe 10 watching that, cracking up. Like my mom come in the room like, y'all even know what they talking about.
But
it
like, don't even matter.
Yeah, but I'm like,
you could feel it. You could feel the comedy of it.
10 or 11, like
it's like a wave. It's like
cracking up.
Because like back in the day, whenever I would watch like shit like that, you wouldn't understand what they were saying. You wouldn't even get the humor, but it would still be funny because people were laughing.
And then my friends. Back in the day, my friends was like, we used to have sleepovers and shit. Like every Friday, we used to sleep over other people's crib, because my homies was like only like 5 of us.
Yeah.
So it was so little of us, we was able to do shit like that.
Yeah, for sure.
So every time we used to stay at night, like my friend Stubbs, like he used to always be like he used to be trying to have a school friend come over.
Yeah.
You know, because you always got your real friends, then you got your motherfucking school friends. So he always wanted to bring a school friend in there. He always wanted to bring a school friend in the mix. Like, oh, my bro from school coming. And like, bro, you always got to do that. So anyway, he used to always have his school friends come in, and then he used to be like, bro, do that funny shit you be doing for my school friends. Like,
Yeah.
I'll be telling my school friends how funny you is. So literally at these sleepovers, I used to have to get up in front of all my friends and do like
do some
routine.
bits.
Yeah, just do a routine, like do all types of. But I used to mimic what I seen on Comic View.
Yeah, for sure.
Like mimic the same, like
Absolutely.
from the walkout, like how you walk out as a comedian to the mic, and like, all right, y'all, I'm here today for y'all. All right, settle down. Like,
Yeah.
and I'm at the age of like 11, like really like, all right, yeah, settle down.
Yeah.
What's up, Pittsburgh?
Yeah.
But I'm like 11, bro. Like I'm like 11.
And you're just trying to like replicate what you see.
Yeah, and I'm doing this, and my friends is like cracking up and
See,
shit.
I didn't start on like watching stand up back in the day. I definitely started from movies. So like I always had like a dry sense of humor because
like a Will Ferrell type.
Well, more like Adam Sandler's movies, like how he like says like
like Mr. Deeds type shit. Like that's Mr. Deeds was his like
that was definitely funny. But in Happy Gilmore, whenever he's at the driving range and they're like, "Oh, you should try out for the Waterbury Open tomorrow," and he's like, "Oh yeah, I'll see you there," and like that kind of shit where he's just like an asshole and like just like standoffish. Like that shit is the funniest to me.
That's why I said
it's like
Mr.
Wedding
Deeds,
Singer.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, sir, if you say one more word, I'll choke you to death with my microphone cable. Like I thought that shit was the funniest.
Happy Gilmore when he was talking about his green jacket and shit.
Yeah, like all those movies were just incredible.
See,
but
yeah, bro. Like I said, what was you asking me? I forget. You was asking me.
I was talking to you about movies, about comedy.
Oh, all right, yeah. My friends used to tell me do Comic View and shit. That's how we did that. And
Yeah.
then movies, my favorite comedy movie I was about to tell you was All About the Benjamins.
Oh, that was a good one.
Yeah.
That was so good. And like
and Fridays. Like I got
All About the Benjamins was good though. That was just always on USA. Anytime I would come home, it would be on TV, and like I remember watching it.
I don't know how that didn't get the big buzz.
Yeah, it didn't get a big buzz, but Mike Epps and Ice Cube and Eva Mendes, that was so good.
Yeah.
Whenever that dude, when the gun was in the
fish tank?
yeah, in the fish
Yeah.
tank, it's so funny.
No, when he had him tied up in the bathroom and he like, give me, let me get a turn, let me get
Yeah.
a turn. Ooh, that looks so good. Let me
Yeah.
get a turn, let me get a turn.
Yeah, like that was a good movie. I loved all that. Rush Hour, like all those movies.
And that is true comedy to me. Like
100%. That's what I think of whenever I think of comedy.
Because comedy is less like comedy. Back in the day, comedians worked for their laughs.
Yeah.
They actually worked. Like now, it's like you're not working. Like you're all right. If I push him over and then pour water on him, everybody gonna crack up.
Yeah.
But you're not really working for. You're not like.
Yeah, it's a spectacle act.
Yeah, you're not actually like, all right, I'm about to work for this laugh. I'm about to build you.
They don't
up.
make movies like they used to because
Oh, no.
shit is just like so PC and like censored nowadays, and it's fucked up.
Only shit I watch nowadays on TV is probably. I always say this to everybody. I only got cable to watch Walking Dead for real.
I stopped.
Yeah.
I was done with it.
See, it's like crack. I can't. I'm addicted.
I went like 7 seasons in it, and I just stopped
I
because it was. I was just done with it. Fuck it.
I mean, it's
I don't have cable otherwise, and I was bootlegging them, but then I was getting emails from Verizon saying,
bro, Verizon always
quit bootlegging.
They would be like that, or they'll be like, "We'll slow your speed down if you don't stop."
It's like
bro,
fuck out of here.
Yeah, bro, I pay my bill. You want
Yeah,
that?
it's like fuck out of here. Just let me be.
Bro, I can't believe you don't watch Walking Dead. That's like
No, I don't watch it anymore. It's trash.
that shit's dope.
Let me. So I mean, that's pretty much everything I wanted to ask about your life. Is there anything you want to know about me? Could I move into this last segment?
Yeah.
Okay. So I do this segment on every podcast. It's called Desert Island Questions. Okay.
All right.
You ever see The Office?
Like the funny show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's an episode in The Office whenever they're outside and they're all standing around trying to pass time, and Jim says, we're going to play the Desert Island game. This is a game where I give you 3 options or 3 choices for 3 different options, and to take with you on a desert island to just have. So the first choice is 3 movies to take with you on a desert island to watch over and over and over again. What would be your 3 favorite movies to take on there?
3 movies.
Yep. It's such a hard question for people that like movies.
Right.
My wife turned it back on me and was like, well, what do you like? And I was like, oh shit, never even thought about it.
So when you say you're 3, I gotta have
I'll even let you get like a trilogy if need be.
I just take because I need a comedy. Obviously, I definitely got to have a comedy.
Yeah.
So if I only had to pick one comedy,
Yeah, it's hard.
it's probably gonna be Tommy Boy.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, I'm gonna just because I'm only reason gonna say Tommy Boy because that's a safe little comedy movie to have. You definitely gonna laugh off Tommy Boy.
Oh yeah.
Then I'm gonna want my action. I'm gonna need some action, so I'm probably gonna take.
Tommy want wingy.
I like Fat Guy in a Little Coat.
That's
legendary. That is legend, and the wedding is legendary too. Until his dad died, that was kind of sick. But,
whenever he's talking to the dude, wreck it on the desk, and he lights it on fire.
Like,
he goes, the new guy's puking in the background, like, bah, bah.
like, that's why you need the brake pads from us. So
yeah,
man,
those movies were so fucking good. Black Sheep 2 was good. That was awesome.
All right, so
Tommy Boy,
definitely.
You said you need an action movie.
Yeah, I definitely need an action movie. So I'm gonna go with Terminator 2.
Oh man, that's a good one.
Terminator 2.
Terminator 1, I was never really a fan of. Like, I didn't fuck with that, but Terminator 2, bad.
Like,
Terminator 2 is lit as fuck because, like, I loved every montage in any movie where they're gearing up. And, like, whenever she goes under that fucking ground, whenever she goes into the desert and they grab all them guns.
They get the arm shit?
Yeah. And grabbing all that shit. Like, right before they go to that dude's house with his kids.
The
and
black dude to get the arm shit.
And with that remote control car and everything.
Yeah.
Such a sick movie.
But see, and then I feel like 2, like, they just overdid it, everything after 2.
Oh yeah,
1 was
I stopped watching
and 2 like was just
I stopped watching them completely.
Too many machines and shit. Like 2 was just a regular life. So that would be Terminator, Tommy Boy, and then I need my.
Are you like a? So are you more like a horror? Or are you like a chick flick type person?
Oh no, like I stopped watching horrors and shit because they just get weird.
They're getting weird.
Yeah, they getting weird. Like I'm more of a horror like Chucky type shit. If it comes to horror like
you
Chucky.
like zombie movies though?
Yeah, I was about to say I would have to take with me Shaun of the Dead.
Ooh, that's such a good one.
It's my comedy.
Yeah, it's both.
Zombie.
It's both.
And I feel like they didn't downplay zombies in that.
Not at all. That was the most realistic and like. Another movie, like my favorite zombie movie probably of all time is the remake of Dawn of the Dead with Ving Rhames and where they're in the mall.
Oh yeah.
See,
when they
with Mekhi Phifer.
I know. Hold up. Was it called Dawn of the Dead?
Yeah, it was the remake of Dawn of the Dead.
When they was trapped on the big ass small ass on the roof and shit, trying to snipe down.
Yeah, that's Dawn of the Dead.
Okay.
But like that was probably my favorite one. The only thing is I'm more of a fan of the slow zombies. Like the original Night of the Living Dead, like those were my favorite. Because obviously I am a portly fellow and I ain't getting away from them 28 Days Later zombies.
See,
that's
I ain't like the 28 days long. That was more. See,
that's a rage virus. Like those are, but tell me, like those are the most scary. Like those are the most scary.
And Resident Evil ass, Resident Evil zombies.
Yeah, I only like the first one. Now they got Resident Evil 75 in Egypt.
For real?
Yeah, something crazy.
Oh no, I might have to take my one movie back and put the one with my boy Daisy.
Who?
Daisy was lit. Daisy with my
with fucking Brad Pitt.
Yeah, Daisy, bro.
Keep it.
Daisy was lit.
It was good, but come on, keep it. In the end, whenever that zombie's like biting and like I don't remember the whole story, but I'll have to probably watch it again. I just remember, oh man, I read that book like 6 years before that movie even came out, and whenever you say the book is better, like that book was so good.
Only reason I didn't put that in my favorite is because I'm already stuck on this island, like so I don't want to have to watch somebody else stuck on the island. Like bro, we like
yeah. What's your favorite movie? Castaway, Tom Hanks.
Yeah, like bro, I'm cool off of that, bro. That's depressing. Like I'm never gonna see people.
Okay, so were you a reader?
Like. Yeah, not a lot.
Okay, so I'm gonna switch it anyway because I have I usually ask like if you take 3 books with you on a desert island, what would they be? But since you're a gamer, I'm gonna let you pick 3 video games to take.
Ooh.
That's a hard one.
That is. I gotta take 2K. I gotta take 2K just for my sports.
Yeah, that's your favorite sport game.
Yeah, that's my favorite sport game.
You be betting on that? You that good?
Yeah, I be betting on that.
What's the most you ever bet on a game?
Fucking this remember you probably remember you remember Jordan Todman?
Yeah.
Used to play for the Steelers coming out there. So Toddy, before he left the Steelers, left the Steelers, I used to always go down his crib and shit. Like,
Yeah.
that was what we did. He used to leave practice, and I used to meet him at his crib. Like, with my control, he used to live in the cork factory.
Yeah,
I
I've
used to
been
meet
there.
him down there with my control. Like, boom, let's get it. So he used to come for practice every day. So the one day I was up on him, we was playing 50 a game. So I beat him.
50 a game?
Yeah, so I beat him.
Jeez.
Bang, we were 50. Beat him again for the next 50. So I beat him so many times we got this pot up to 300, bro.
You threw it on a game.
Threw it on a game, bro.
Yeah, he
He
hustled
beat
you
me,
crazy.
Bro. Swear, but it's not a hustle because he's an NFL player.
No, I get
if
it,
I
I get
could
it.
have kept the
I get
wins
it.
going, I could have went out with 600.
That
And I
would've
know
been
he's
dope.
going to pay me because
Yeah, that's nothing to him.
yeah, so 300 was the most in one game.
That's wild. I am the worst at video games, so I couldn't do it. So 2K,
2K,
talking at Mike.
Grand Theft Auto.
Which one?
I'm taking Vice City.
Okay.
Gotta take Grand Theft Auto Vice City. And
Yeah, that's endless hours.
Yeah. And do I need a Resident Evil? Just to cause that's a longer game that I could take my time on with the
So you
puzzles.
were you always a heavy video gamer?
Oh yeah. That's been my thing. Like from shit, finding all the whistles in Mario 3 type shit. like I know I could play Mario 3 right now and beat the game in 20 minutes because I know where all the whistles is.
That's dope.
So
My shit
literally-
back then was like Dr. Mario, like
See, I
all
needed more
kinds.
adventure than that. I needed
Yeah.
more get out and go than
See,
that.
like I like
Shinobi
Tetris and shit. Like I loved like puzzles. Like you know, like
Like Tetris.
I loved
fucking
puzzles.
Dr. Mario with the pills coming
Yeah,
down. Like,
so dope.
I needed more action, more get up in Shinobi, give me some Ultra Beast, all that good shit.
So you said you got
2K, Grand Theft
Auto,
and
and-
I ain't gonna say Resident Evil. I probably gonna say,
Gotta take Crash Bandicoot.
I was gonna say I probably take Mario All Stars.
Okay,
That's
yeah.
Mario 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, that's
so
good.
That's cheating.
Yeah, that's all right. I'll allow it.
You feel me?
Okay, and now this might be the hardest question. This is 3 CDs you could take with you.
Ooh. Get Rich or Die Trying for sure.
Super mean, still
Yeah,
mean.
Yeah, definitely Get Rich or Die
My buddy
Trying.
Kenny, I remember he had a big ass poster of 50 Cent on his wall, and I was just like, first time I ever seen him, I was like, look at this dude with this bulletproof vest on.
Bro, like that album
Wangsta
was crazy.
was the hardest to me. Like that was
Bro.
my favorite song he ever came out with.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. So that I wanna say probably
Talking at Mike.
Cushion Orange Juice.
That's a real good one.
Yeah. So I got Cushion Orange Juice.
Get Rich or Die
Get Rich or
Trying.
Die Trying. And I'll probably have to take my last one might have to be gotta get some R&B up there. I'm trying to think. It gotta be an Usher album.
I was just gonna say it.
But I might have to go with
Now is it My Way or is it Confessions? Because My Way was the shit.
but see, now you might make me go to Ludacris Chicken
Ooh,
and
Chicken and Beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
You might make me take that because Ludacris had a
That's slept on.
Yeah.
It is slept on. I might have to put it in now
Yeah,
because
I
it's
might
been a
have-
minute since I listened to that.
Yeah, I might
What's
have
all
to-
on there? Is it Move
Like-
Bitch and everything?
Yeah, Move,
Yeah.
Cadillac Grills,
Yeah.
all that stuff.
Red Light
like,
District.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was right before. He don't have none of all that
Cadillac
slow shit on it.
Grills.
Like,
Yeah,
touch
man,
me.
that's a mean ass.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put that on.
So yeah, I'll probably take them just because I know I'm gonna get my music fixed.
Yeah, that's good. Those are good.
Mm-hmm.
Those are definitely good picks. Okay, now this is the last question I ask everyone. If you could speak with anyone alive or dead, who would it be and why?
Ooh. Alive or dead, who would it be? And why? Shit, I need to talk to me personally. I'm on some other shit. Maybe like I need to talk to Warren Buffett. Like I just need to know like how you getting that. Like
I did not expect that Warren Buffett, but hey, why not,
I
right?
just cause bro, like at the end
I
of the
feel
day,
like he would be a fucking asshole.
I mean, I just need to know the secret.
How do you make it there?
Like him,
I'd rather talk to Mark Cuban.
But see, Mark Cuban, I feel like Mark Cuban was what? Like, ain't he like? I don't feel like Mark
He was
Cuban got
from
no secrets
Pittsburgh.
for me though. Like I feel like the family gave him the business type shit, and Like, you know what I mean?
Who
I feel
knows?
like
You think Warren Buffett
got
made
the message, like, you know what I mean? Look, LeBron went to him, and look at LeBron now.
That's a good point.
LeBron went to him.
That's a good point.
And now LeBron's shoes.
Are you a
crazy.
Braun fan?
Yeah, for sure.
Like do you think LeBron is better than Michael Jordan?
I feel like LeBron, the reason I do, and the reason why I feel like he is better than Jordan is because athletes are just way
more advanced nowadays.
The competition is it's like a cyborg,
dude. It's even like things like skateboarding. You have people back then that where like an ollie was a big deal, but like now you got 12-year-old kids that are
jumping
fucking
off roofs,
insane, dude.
Real rap. Like, so Tony Hawk will be on the run from his
like Ronda Rousey. She was the first of her kind, so she slept everyone. But then she didn't evolve her game, and everyone else came in.
Didn't get out in time.
Yeah, or didn't get out in time, and then she just got her head kicked the fuck off.
Because imagine if she would have did that and then got out and started being an announcer.
Come out on top
and being an announcer.
That's a flawless victory.
Nobody could have ever.
That's a Mortal Kombat reference.
Yeah.
Toasty.
That's what I'm saying. But look, well, she do that. Nobody could ever be like, you lost.
You're
Nobody
right.
ever could deny you from being an analyst because you are a winner.
You're right.
You know what I mean? So
you're right.
Like,
no one could tell you shit.
Look at the greats that done it. They got out in time. Let's look at somebody like a fucking Eddie Murphy or like people who didn't try to hang around.
Yeah. People that just got out, like Chris Tucker, fucking Dave Chappelle.
Like, let's look at Jay-Z too. Like,
like
he ain't get out, but he's still like he
ain't get out, but he got into the different level where he didn't need to.
Imagine if we kept seeing him trying too hard. Like, bro, go ahead, Jay-Z. You're trying too hard.
Yeah,
like,
way too hard.
You know what I mean? Or somebody like, look what happened to Ja Rule. If he would have got out, would he have still been able to get killed by 50?
Listen, so this is a perfect.
He was a legend.
This is a perfect thing to end it on. Kanye's just been getting kind of out of pocket with the shit he's been saying, right?
Yeah.
So Ja Rule, there was a screenshot I saw. Kanye had like a tweet that said something crazy, and Ja Rule said, "I was the innovator of rap music," and someone tweeted out of it said, "Just because Kanye's getting wild don't mean you can't sit down." And it would crack me up. But Ja Rule was definitely the GOAT back in the early 2000s.
And if he would have just got out,
he would have been on top.
Yeah, like Floyd Mayweather, he got
out on top.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Some
that dude's
people
about to come back in and get slept though by any UFC fighter.
But it would be dumb for him to get back in.
Whatever,
like,
the dude's gonna make a quick check. Even if he lost to MMA, there's no loss for him.
That's true.
Just like Conor McGregor did not lose going in there and losing to him.
He actually gained more endorsements.
Yeah, like it doesn't fucking matter. Do you think that those dudes really cared? Like, obviously, we all knew Floyd Mayweather was going to win, but Conor McGregor.
I didn't think he was going to lose.
Ain't a chance. It's a different world. If Conor McGregor could do MMA shit, Floyd Mayweather would have been choked the fuck out in a second.
I just thought because of the reach. Like, I just thought because
not
of
a
the
chance.
Reach,
like he just like Conor McGregor is quick and shit, but like Floyd, you saw him like he couldn't be touched.
That's why I just
he would just touch, move, touch.
That's
move.
what I'm saying. Once the fight started, I'm like, oh, that reach don't mean nothing.
Yeah, but like Conor was definitely he put up a good show. Like it was super good, but
shit, he got rich off of it.
100%. Okay, take your time, plug whatever you want to plug. Instagram, Burgh Boyz, anything.
Shit. Well, I'm gonna definitely plug my own shit. Flack412 everywhere, like Flack412 Instagram, Flack412 on Twitter, Flack412 on Xbox, Flack412
if you
on
want that
PlayStation.
work in 2K.
Yeah, if you want the work in 2K, Flack412 on PlayStation. If you want to get on that.
Hey, you got both.
Yeah.
Shit.
Flack412 on the Nintendo Wii Switch. Swear to God, Flack4.
Yeah,
if you want to find me on,
you're about to pull out a Sega Game Gear,
bro. Literally, people. If you want to find me on anything in life, like just Flack412. Like if you on any social media, bro, like anything that connects with people, and they say ask for a username,
LinkedIn,
yeah,
no,
Flack412, bro. I promise you, like anything with a username, bro.
Now plug your projects that you're involved with.
Shit, my projects, Burgh Boyz, obviously, at the Burgh Boyz with my two homies, DJ Motor. I mean, he on there. I'm going to plug him, little dirty motherfucker, too. It's Motor, man. My homie, it's DJ Spills. Plug my son.
They're going to be on here, too. You were the first one out of the Burgh Boyz.
We all going to come
get
back
on.
together type shit, too.
Yeah,
man. I told him.
I don't interview anyone. I don't interview more than one person.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, because it's distracting.
Oh, well, fuck it. I was first now.
Yeah.
But anyway, Burgh
Flack
Boyz,
was first.
And then, projects I'm working on, man. Like, first, just follow me on Instagram because that's where I give the most like of my attention to.
Yeah.
Not because
That's your main vein.
Yeah, not because
That's the most.
length.
That's the most important social media.
Yeah, and it's just my attention span is only good for 60 seconds right now. You know what I mean? So yeah. Next project I got coming up, man. My projects is sporadic. You know, like I wake up and life get me where I want to go.
Yeah,
So
life gives you the
fuel.
Yeah, life gives you the fuel. Life provides
Yeah.
the fuel to create what you need to create.
So if you want to just follow me and be a part of the journey, then that's cool. Cause I'm not private. You don't even gotta see. I'm not much of a generous person that you don't even gotta follow me, bro.
Yeah.
Like, my shit's not private. Like if you just want to pull up on my page and laugh on some shit, and you don't even gotta leave a like or a comment and let me know you was there, bro. But
that's love if you do.
If you just come through and it made your day, bro, that's cool. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for
But-
sure.
So I take all that shit back. If you want to follow me, Flack412. If you don't, you still can pull up and de-stress with me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Just get away a little bit, laugh
Yeah, so
in this serious world that we're living in.
yeah, but I do always have good ass shit coming up. Like I said, none of my stuff is in stone.
Yeah.
So you just gotta follow me and be ready. And if you do follow me, bro, you're not gonna be. I said, bro, if you do follow me, you're not going to. Yeah, that shit, that heat coming.
All right. Well, I appreciate you coming out and being on the I'll Call You Right Back podcast.
Yeah, this was actually dope for real.
You
I
already
was
know this
nervous
is
at
dope.
first, but then I look at my clock like, damn, time went fast.
We talked for 2 hours and we went through everything.
That's dope for real.
This is real interesting shit because it's like I said, people only know you from your social media. Like this is another way to learn about you. Whenever I find people that I love is like whenever I find people, comedians, actors, anything, like I don't want to watch their fucking Ellen interview because like that's all rehearsed shit.
Yeah.
I want to listen to them talk to someone for an hour because that's whenever you learn what people are really like.
Yeah, no, this was dope for real. This was dope, Lou. I like the conversation. I felt like I was on some Jay Leno type shit.
Yeah, it's about to be. I'm
real
telling you, I'm taking this shit to the top. I appreciate you again. Thank you for everyone listening right now. As always, thank you for coming back. We're just gonna keep churning out some dope shit. Like you said, like I have a passion for this shit, and it's not slowing down anytime soon. I got so much shit that I'm doing, and one of these things is gonna stick. So if you enjoy listening to me talk to interesting people, keep coming back every Thursday morning. It's out before you're awake, so ready to go at any time. You can follow me on social media at I'll Call You Right Back on Instagram, at ICYRB Podcast on Twitter, I'll Call You Right Back podcast on Facebook, or you could throw me an email with a guest suggestion, things that I'm doing wrong, things that I'm doing well, what you like, what you dislike. Tell me I'm a piece of shit. I don't care. But I'll call you right back at gmail.com. And like I said, I appreciate you guys listening. I got some other big shit coming some big news coming. So keep, Jesus, can't fucking talk today. I'm ending it on that. Thanks again. I'll call you right back. Peace.